back with another game of 40k. This time, a 1,000 point incursion game between the Space Marines and the Harlequins. My opponent for today is... Say hi, Michael.
Hey.
So, we're having a 1,000 point game. We've already taken the liberty of starting up the battlefield. We have a couple of objectives, one there, one underneath that little sewer grate, one in the center, right there, that little ammo container pile. One up here, a little anti-air gun in that ruin. And then lastly, one over here in the landing pad, little relay. So, we're using a little bit of a different mission style today. We're going to be doing the open war cards, right? And we've already done most of the heavy lifting for you guys. So, for today, here's our objective. We're not using primaries, secondaries, anything like that. This is our objective today. Domination! So, basically, we roll off, alternating objectives, all that good stuff. If you kill more enemies than your opponent kills of your army, you get 1 point. If you control more objectives than your opponent, you get 1 point. For a total of 2 points per turn that you can get. And whoever has the most points at the end of the battle wins. So that is our objective for today. Our deployment is going to be a little bit interesting. So, we've got a spearhead style deployment here. So that means one player is going to be over here on this side and that corner, and the other player is going to be here in this side. So, it'll be something like that. So that is our deployment for today. And then we have a twist. We normally would have a normal battle, but in this case, something a little bit off. The atmosphere is toxic. So our twist for today: units cannot advance, and you can only declare charges against units within 7 inches of the charging unit. Which is going to be interesting. We're both going to be real slow. The atmosphere is weighing heavily on us. For some reason, these Space Marines, atmospheric filters are not working, things like that. That's going to be make things a little bit interesting. Let's just say that the atmosphere is heavier or something. So we're going to have to consider movement a lot more because we cannot move as far as we normally would. So luckily we've got a lot of cover, and most of our armies are infantry, which you'll see very shortly. But still, it's going to be something to consider, especially if you want to get to those objectives, and we don't want to be stuck out in the open. Right. So we're going to roll off. Yes, we're going to roll off to see who picks what deployment zone. And again, we're looking at this corner, that corner, and this arrow here in the center. Right. So let's roll off.
Yes, sir.
And see who picks the deployment. 3 and a 3. Let's roll off again. This game has already started. A 6 and a 3. So, in keeping with my very aggressive playstyle, I will be the attacker, which means you shall be the defender, which means you can pick your deployment zone. Now, which deployment zone would you like?
I've been taking that a lot recently. So.
See, there's always something to be said about it. Yes, you deploy first. You, quote-unquote, show your hand to the enemy. But there is something to be said, especially with a mission like this, about picking your own deployment zone. You get to set up to defend against the enemy.
And honestly, I think I'll be taking this side.
You're going to be taking this side.
Yes, the one with...
Right. So, just a reminder, this is the deployment zones. So you're going to be on this corner and on that corner. And I'm going to be right in the middle doing the spearhead, basically. Right. So, now that we've determined who's going where, we'll move on to the armies. Right. Looking at 1,000 points of Harlequins. What you got today for us?
All right, then. So I'm gonna start off with my 4 horsemen, as I call them. So first one right here is my first HQ, which is my troop master. He is my HQ for today, my warlord.
Very well painted, by the way.
I would like to give credit to Wolfie.
Sounds good.
Even though everyone bashes it, like he still can't play Space Wolves, but he can definitely paint for sure.
I can definitely paint. That's for damn sure.
Yes. So, and as of right now, is also every Harlequin that's here. They are the masqué form of Sorrows of Death.
Sorrows of Death. What does that do?
Basically, they can fall back with the 6 inches instead of 3 inches.
Fall back 6 inches instead of 3.
I did spend. Well, from when I was building the list, I didn't lose any command points. So he does have a trait where he has the Luck of the Laughing God, meaning all hit, wound, and saves he could reroll on ones.
Okay.
Not saves. I'm sorry about that. I got that name wrong.
No worries.
It's damage. Load up. Trickmaster. Yes. Reroll hit, wounds, and damage rolls on ones. Correction. Okay. That's to clarify.
Gotcha.
And that is my Troop Master and stuff. Right here onto his left is my Shiker, my Shadow Shear. And I'm hoping to have a fun mini game with you. From all the 4 games that I had, I hope we're gonna have a fun mini game with him during the psychic phase.
Oh yes, that specific psychic power. That's right. Could you tell us a little bit more about that psychic power that he has?
So that will be the Mirror of the Minds that my Psyker can dish out 36 inches away from any model. That includes even characters and stuff, and your warlords and stuff.
36-inch range, got it.
And it doesn't matter if you have the nearest unit.
Lookouts or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly. It goes directly to a model that I target. So that includes any machinery, demons, or whatever stuff. And that trick basically said, that fun minigame says, if my rolls are equal or higher than yours, then that model takes 1 mortal wound, period.
Okay, so you roll off, and if you're equal or higher than my roll,
exactly,
mortal wound.
Exactly, and this will keep going until you defeat my minigame.
Gotcha. Until either the model dies, or I beat you.
Exactly, and my first 2 games with that, I nearly knocked out both their warlords in one round.
Oof, that's gonna be painful. That's gonna be real painful. So I gotta watch out for this guy. Maybe take care of him as soon as possible, but
possibly
we'll see. We'll see.
Next, I would like to go off and meet my lovely Death Jester.
Ah, yes, Death Jester.
And what's beautiful about him is not only that I did spend...
Not just the paint job is beautiful about him, right? There's something else beautiful about him.
Yes.
All right.
So I did give him an engram, a black library engram. That's what is known as the Garach Lambent.
Right? Unpronounceable name. Got it.
Yes. And basically what that is... he replaces his normal shuriken cannon for this weapon, and I could. It does the same thing as a regular, but it has a little bit more inch to it, 30 inches.
Has a little bit longer range. Got it.
And of course, I had to declarify which profile I'm using, whether it be the Shrieker version or the shuriken version.
So you got 2 profiles on it.
Exactly.
Okay.
One lets me just make sure I hit it on one go, or I could have multiple hits. Okay. But from all the other games I use, I've been using the one-hit wonder.
Yeah, big old strong shot as opposed to a bunch of smaller, weaker shots. Got it.
They all do the same damage, but I like the AP minus more on him.
All right, so he's got a better weapon, a relic weapon. So let's see how that one goes.
And lastly, my pride and joy, my Ballroom Blitz, my Solitaire.
Ballroom Blitz, huh?
I only call him that because of the move that he has is Blitz, and I call it Ballroom Blitz. So normally he's 12 inches movement.
Gotcha.
But if I declare the Blitz move, he gets to add 10 additional inches to his movement.
Okay.
So he's a blink.
He's a blinker.
Yes, he'll rush in there, and not only that, his attack strength goes from an 8 to a 10.
Ooh. So he's got 10 attacks instead of 8 attacks.
Correct.
Right. So he's just a blender is what he's supposed to do. Got it.
Exactly. So hopefully I get to do what I want to do and cast a Ballroom Blitz in it.
Hopefully not.
Maybe.
No. Please no. Please no.
Yes.
Right. Moving on. You've done your characters. What else you got for us?
Right here I have my first squad of troops, which I like to call my Power Ranger squad.
Ah, yes, the players.
Yes. So these 5 I like to announce. These are my 5 fusion pistol people.
Fusion pistols. Got it.
Who are currently in the Void Weaver.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So they're transported in that?
Yes, so they will not be into play until I decide to release them.
Gotcha. So 5-man unit with fusion pistols. That's going to be real painful, especially because I got some vehicles that might not like those.
Yes.
Right. Moving on.
Next one is my main primary ground, the primary grounder, so which is a squad of 6.
Okay.
With my lady maniac right here.
Ah, yes.
She was my first troop master that I built. I was gonna use her originally, but I then saw this one how it came out, and I just stuck with this one more, mainly for
that one's nicer.
Yeah, the colors on it make it more nicer.
Gotcha.
And the only reason why I called her maniac was because she has the ghetto style pistol going on sideways right there.
Okay, gotcha.
And her sister always tends to tag along.
Just going along with her shenanigans.
Exactly. You can never separate them for some odd reason, no matter how many times I try moving them.
Have you tried bolters?
I have not.
Well, we'll try that today. We'll see if we can separate them with the power of bolters.
Yes.
Right. So this is just a regular 6-man unit of
yes.
troop?
These ones are just full-on shuriken pistols, so regular pistols only.
So what you see is what you get.
Exactly.
Right.
The next squad is another squad of 6 over there.
Right.
They're like split down the middle, almost split down the middle. The first 3.
I do see a fusion pistol there.
Yeah, the first 3 that you see right there are the ones that currently have fusion pistols.
Okay.
Everyone else in the back has a regular shuriken pistol.
Awesome.
So it's just split down in the middle.
Right, variety. Variety is the spice of life. In this case, variety will mean your demise.
Yes, indeed. From there, those are my 3 troops that I have. Right in the center, as you can all see, are my bikes.
Bikes, huh?
My riders.
Not gonna lie, these faces on these bikes
Oh, yeah.
are something else.
Yeah, I was looking through each one of them. I never saw the red on that one, on the very last one. I just barely saw that right now.
Oh, yes. So,
So,
tell me more about these bikes. What else we got?
The bikes are... they each have their own cannon as well. I could either throw a grenade at you or I use my long staff. And I just barely realized that I gave them all long staff and not very versatile.
Right. Looking at your list, I think one of them has a stabby staff.
Yes.
Yeah, so we can sort that out as long as you identify once we
Exactly.
get on the table. So it's not a big deal.
Exactly.
Proxies are fine. Proxies are fine.
The very first one I did love was this one right here. The way how Wolf got that red and blue with the gold on.
It's a very nice paint job. That's for sure.
That one I did like the most. But of course, I love them all because he did it for me.
Right. So what else are they armed with? They got guns underneath those bikes there.
Yes. I believe I split them down each with their own prismatic cannon. I'll just have to look that up.
We'll check that right now. Got it. Right. So they've got big guns on them.
Yes.
Perfect. Right. And then
The big ships.
the big ones.
So as I did mention before, this is my Star Weaver, which had my Power Ranger squad inside. This one does have a haywire cannon,
Okay.
so it does a lot of damage, and of course the cannon itself is broken.
Yes, I see that. It's missing a bit, but that's okay. It doesn't need a long barrel to blast stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And there is another cannon it has on it, but it's the same thing. I think that was just a regular
Shuriken cannon.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And the last one, the Voidwalker.
Ooh, that's a big gun.
Yeah.
That's a big
If
gun.
I remember, that one has double shuriken cannon, and I believe that's my most heaviest shooter of them all.
Okay.
And unfortunately, it cannot hold troops, which is perfectly fine with that.
I'm perfectly fine with that as well.
Yeah, I was looking at it, and that one's just meant to hurt.
I see. Well, speak softly, carry a big stick.
Yeah, and when I did go up against I forgot his name, Adrian, with him, that Void Weaver almost knocked down his Rhino.
Right.
So I'm pretty proud about that.
So let's hope that I'll be able to do something. But right now, let's go to my army. Right. We're looking at 1,000 points of Space Marines, Carcharodon's chapter, Raven Guard successors. Right, starting at the top, we've got a captain, Primaris Chaplin. So he is geared for close combat, right? He's got the Relic Shield. He's got a Mastercrafted Power Sword. He is my warlord today. I've given him, or I spent a couple of command points to make him really, really good in combat. So he is getting a second warlord trait. So he's got 2 warlord traits, right? And he's all geared for battle. First one, he is the Imperium Sword, which means he can reroll charges every time he makes a charge. So he also can whenever he gets into a fight, if he charged or he got charged, he will get +1 attack and +1 strength, which is pretty good. He also can advance and charge thanks to his other warlord trait, Swift and Deadly, which basically makes everybody within 6 of him, that's core, character, advance and charge. So he's going to get there real quick, and he's going to hit real hard when he does it. Pretty good paint job, huh? Moving on, next HQ choice. I've got a Primaris Chaplin, right? It's just a regular Chaplain. He's not the Master Chaplain or whatever they're called. But he also has a Warlord trait. I spent another command point to give him a Warlord trait. And he's going to be more focused on buffing. His Warlord trait is Storm of Fire, which is basically he is going to give anybody within 6 of him a extra AP on wound rolls of 6s, right? So he's basically going to be buffing my back line, trying to make it a little bit more powerful. To that end, I've given him one of his litanies is Recitation of Focus, which basically means every time you make an attack, range attack, you get +1 hit, right? You pick a unit, they get +1 to hit whenever they make a range attack. It's pretty cool, not bad. Moving on to my troops choices. So I've got 3 troops choices here. I've got a unit of Assault Intercessors. These are just what you see is what you get. 5-man unit, basic unit. Unfortunately not based. Everything else is based, but not these. Apologies for the black primer on my whole army. It's a long story. Don't want to talk about it, but we'll get there eventually, right? But again, just a 5-man unit of Assault Intercessors. Hopefully they'll be able to do some work. Next to them, I've got a 5-man unit of regular intercessors armed with Stalker bolt rifles. The sergeant in the unit, what you see is what you get. He has a power sword. But other than that, just a regular 5-man unit, nothing else special. And then lastly, for my troops choices, I've got a 5-man unit of heavy intercessors. One of them, which is armed with a heavy bolter. So they're all taking Exeggutor bolters today. Also Exeggutor heavy bolter. So they are geared towards basically anti-heavy infantry, which is a little bit unfortunate because I'm fighting Harlequins today. But it's okay. I feel like they'll be able to put out some pretty decent firepower against vehicles and stuff like that. So let's hope they actually do their job. Right. Moving on to elites choices. I have a unit of veteran intercessors. As you can see, I painted the pauldrons low gold to represent their veteran status. But again, what you see is what you get. Simple 5-man unit. The sergeant has a plasma pistol and a master crafted thunderhammer. That's right, I spent a command point to make him have a master crafted weapon. So the thunderhammer is going to be doing damage 4. If that thing hits you, you're probably dead. So let's hope he gets there. Second elite choice, I've got a Dreadnought, Redemptor Dreadnought today. Again, what you see is what you get. He's armed with an Onslaught Gatling Cannon, heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon, Icarus Rocket Pod, and the little side grenade launchers, the Frag Storms. Hopefully he'll survive. Opponent does have a lot of anti-vehicle weapons, but I'm gonna try to do my best to keep him alive as long as possible. And then lastly, a Storm Speeder. This is the Hailstrike variant. This is the anti-infantry one. So to that end, he's got a Gatling cannon here and a couple of heavy stubbers there along with his grenades. This guy moves really fast, so hopefully I'll be able to match his speed and we'll be able to get some board control going. But yeah, that's 1,000 points of Space Marines. We'll move on to the battlefield next. Done with deployment. Right. So, done a little bit of a defensive deployment over here, trying to keep my stuff castled up. Whereas, the Harlequins have done a little bit more of an open deployment. And you have done something a little sneaky, have you not?
Yes, I did. During only the deployment phase, I have spent a total of 3 command points, selecting 1 infantry and 1 unit of bikes to be put in basically in a reserve round.
In the Webway strike. So you have a couple of units in Deep Strike Reserve, and they can come out anywhere on the table, 9 inches away from models.
At the end of the movement phase.
At the end of the movement phase. So turns 2 and 3, you got a deep striking unit that can do some stuff for you. So you can maybe steal some objectives, maybe hit me behind my lines. Now, because of the twist, we won't be able to charge out of deep strike, but that's still quite a lot of options for controlling objectives. And at the end of the day, that's what you want. You want to control the objectives. Kill more bad guys than your opponent does.
That would be the goal, but my main goal is to have you fun with the minigame. That's my main goal.
Let's see what happens, because now we get to the most important roll. We need to see who goes first.
Yes, sir.
So let's roll off.
Slow it down.
I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 4.
So now you get to choose whether you want to go first or second.
That is a good choice. Since Ross, I enjoy watching your videos, I'll let you go first.
You don't have to, man.
I will.
You want me to go first?
Yes, sir, because I'm generous like that and an insane person.
Maybe. Let's hope.
Because I also have points here. Almost.
The clowns.
Yes.
Right. Let's hope that doesn't bite you in the butt. Right. So we're moving on to Space Marines. Turn 1. End of my movement phase. Right, I've made some movements up the field. You can't advance because of the twist. So these guys moved out of the cover. They're trying to make a beeline for that objective. They're gonna take a minute to get there, but as long as they get there, right? I've moved these guys up into the center ruin area to try to capture that objective, because it's at the end of the battle round that you get points. So I want to get them up as soon as possible. The Chaplain, unfortunately, was not very inspiring today. He tried to do Recitation of Focus, but unfortunately did not work out the way intended. Over here on this flank, I've moved these guys from behind this armor container to capture this objective over here. And the Storm Speeder is moved into position to try to get some shots off on this enemy unit. Deciding targets. So, this thing has quite a few guns. It's got a couple of grenade launchers on the sides, which for some reason are pointing straight up. Probably not the best direction to be pointing those. It's got a Gatling gun and stubbers on top. So, I'm going to put both of the big weapons into this vehicle right here. And your vehicles give me -1 to hit, right?
Yes, sir.
Vehicles and bikes all give you -1 to hit. So I'm going to be hitting on 4s, which is unfortunate, but it's expected. Now, the grenade launchers, it's got 2 grenade launchers, 1 on each side. Those are both going to go into this guy right here, which is your Death Gesture, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes.
Death Gesture. Right, so I'm going to fire 2 grenade launchers at him, and the big guns are going to go into the vehicle. Right, so I guess I'll start with the Death Gesture. Okay. So this is going to be Assault D6 for each one. So 2d6 shots. Mm-hmm. That's going to be 7 shots. There we go. Just grab these dice. 7 shots. Right. I don't get a -1 to hit him or anything like that, right?
On him, no.
No? Okay. So, I'm hitting on 3s. Ooh. -2 hits, so, 5 hits. Right. So, these are going to be Strength 4. You are Toughness 3, correct?
Yes.
Toughness 3. I need 3s. So, that is... do you want me to roll that one?
You can keep it.
You keep it? All right. So, that is 1, 2, 3... wounds at -1. Actually, no, not -1. -0, because it is an assault weapon. So 3 wounds at -1.
3 wounds at -1. I have, by the way, they all have a 4+.
Yes, the 4+ invulnerable save. Let's do it.
Save them all?
Save them all. Excellent. Right. So, moving on to the big guns into the vehicle. Now, these are going to get a -1. I'm missing a die here. Right. 8 shots. I'm going to start with the Onslaught Gatling Cannon. Here we go. Hitting on 4s. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Right. These are Strength 5. You are Toughness...
Toughness 4.
Toughness 4. Ooh, I need 3s. That's going to be interesting. 2 wounds. And these are at -2. Normally the gun is -1. This time it's going to be -2.
Either way, still has a
4+ invulnerable save?
Yes, sir.
Oh, where'd the dice go?
Just got 1.
Just got 1. So 1 wound. It's only 1 damage.
And these have the
We'll check the wounds right now.
Yeah, 3.
We'll check the wounds. They only have 3 wounds?
Yes, sir.
This thing only has 3 wounds.
Yes. Strength 3, toughness 4, wounds 3, attacks 3, leadership 8.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Right.
It may not live that long.
It may not live that long. Well, I mean, I'm not firing giant-ass weapons at it, so we'll see. Right, so this is the Iron Hail Heavy Stubber. These are only a strength 4, so you might have a better chance against these. Hitting on 4s. So that was a little bit better than the last one. A little bit. Still not that great. But I digress. I need 4s. 1 wound. -2. Oh, it doesn't matter because you have a 4+ invulnerable save, and you passed it. Right, so that was the shooting from that thing. Now, we're going to move on to Mr. Dreadnought over here. Right, quick correction. These guys actually do not have 3 wounds. They actually have 6 wounds, right? They have 6 wounds, or is it 8?
6.
6 wounds. So he's got quite a few left still. He's also toughness 5, not toughness 4. At the end of the day, it didn't really matter too much, but there we are. Right. So
We learn from mistakes.
we learn. We live and we learn. Or sometimes we get killed by bolter fire and learn nothing.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to move on to the Dreadnought, who is going to target the only weapon that can actually reach, which is the Heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon, into that vehicle over there. Now again, we are getting a -1 to hit because of the whatever your Mirage launchers. There you go. Mirage launchers. -1 to hit. However, I, thankfully, am next to this guy right here. So he is going to go ahead and give rerolling 1s to this because he is core. Right. And lastly, it's not going to matter too much, but any wound rolls of 6 are going to get extra -1 AP because of this guy right here. Right. So I'm going to go ahead and roll 12 shots at that thing. I need 4s. Okay. That was really good. Now, rerolling 1s, so that's 2 1s there. Which didn't make a difference, but it's okay. That's still quite a few hits. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is going to be strength 6, so I need 3s to your toughness 5?
Toughness 5.
Toughness 5. I need 3s. So 1, 2, 3 wounds. That doesn't matter because you have a 4+ invulnerable save. Right. Have at it. Ooh, 1 goes through. It's only 1 damage though.
Only 1 damage?
Only 1 damage. That was all the guns that he had that could reach, because all of them are kind of short range. We're looking at 24 inches, 18 inches, so could be worse.
Could be worse, indeed.
Lastly, the last unit I have to shoot that can reach is this unit right here of heavy intercessors with Exeggutor rifles. And they're going to target that same vehicle over there. Right, still getting the rerolling 1s, still getting the +1 to AP on 6s, which won't matter, but we're going to be hitting there. They did not move, so they're not getting a -1 for that, but doesn't matter because I'm still getting a -1 for shooting at them. So, there are going to be 4 regular shots in this unit, right? So I'm going to roll these separately, and then there's going to be 2 from the Exeggutor Heavy Bolter that are in there, right? So each one of these is actually going to do 2 damage. So here we go. I need 4s. Rerolling 1s. All hits. So these are strength 5. So I need 4s. 2 wounds. 2 wounds, my good sir. Remember, 2 damage each. Oh.
Nope.
That's 4 damage. Command point reroll?
No.
Gotcha. So 4 damage. Added to the 1 damage that I just did. Right. And the Exeggutor Heavy Bolter. So this is going to be 2 shots. Boop. 1 hit. So this is 3 damage. This is going to be strength 5. Nope. No wound. Which is unfortunate. Could have been nice to kill that thing, but irrelevant. But that's the end of my turn. I don't have anything that can reach anything that can charge. You can only declare charges within 7 inches. And I don't have anything else that can shoot because nothing else can reach or can see because of line of sight. So now we're gonna move on to your turn 1. Here we go. Of the Harlequins movement phase, turn 1. Right. So he's moved his bikes up here. Remember, we cannot advance in this mission, but he has a lot of movement, so he can still move pretty far. Unfortunately for him, he's just outside of range of this objective, so neither of us control that one. But there's plenty of other objectives for him to get to, you know. The Troop Master has gone up here with his little buddies in the building, hiding like cowards. Cowards!
Or it could be an ambush.
It could be an ambush. It could be an ambush. We've got a, what is this called again? Void?
The Void Weaver.
Void Weaver. There you go. Void Weaver moving up to the center of the table to challenge some stuff. And he's got a big anti-tank weapon on there, so let's see what he's going to do. We got the Shadow Seer and the Jester over here hiding in the building again, like cowards. But
And the Star...
they've got quite a bit of targets over here. And then
The Star Weaver is it wants some payback with them.
Oh, yeah.
So
He
no
wants
vehicle action.
wants to challenge.
And plus, since it has open top, my 5 guys that are in there are waiting to be destroyed.
Ah, yes, they can shoot out of there, can't they?
Yes, they can.
Right. So, let's move on to your, your psychic phase. Yes, you have psychic powers.
So the reason why I moved my Psyker more or less into it, after doing some missions, my minigame should begin now.
Gotcha.
So
Let's see what you can do.
the minigame that I have that as the Carlos knows of is known as the Mirror of the Minds.
Excellent.
It is a charge 7, so I believe you could have a chance to cancel this out, correct?
If I have any denial which, yes.
Okay, so
Let's see what you roll.
see if we can get that 7. That is a 5.
That is a 5, which is not successful. Command point reroll?
I want my minigame.
Right, command point. You're down to...
Everyone who I play, my goal is, a personal goal, is for everyone to have this minigame.
So, command point reroll, you're down to 3?
Yes, back to 3.
Back down to 3.
And then, if it still doesn't go off, oh well.
We'll see what happens.
That is a 7
That is
on
a
the
7 exactly. I do not have any psychers to deny you, my good sir. So, have at it. What unit are you going to pick?
Not unit, it's a model.
Yes.
Model. So,
Are you sure it's mono, not unit?
yes, sir.
It could be a unit. Let's check on that. Let's double check. Let's double check. It is unit. Enemy unit within 24
So
inches.
starting with the Psyker, he could practically...
You can reach a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So, as you say, he's a coward and stuff. No, this is actually one of his...
Coward.
a little strategic plan that I got out of.
Coward. Right. What are you targeting today?
I've never seen a person do that.
That is a good... That's the
That's a
idea.
good question.
Because...
You got a lot of targets here.
Yes, I do.
A lot of very juicy targets.
Yes, I
Some
do.
more threatening than others. Choose wisely.
1d6?
You know what? Just for the keyword call unit, we'll go ahead and go with this squad right here.
You're gonna go with the squad in the center,
Yes,
right?
sir.
That's gonna be unfortunate if they die for me. Right.
So the mini game starts off how it goes off again. Both players roll d6.
Yes, sir.
If I am equal or higher than my opponent, they suffer 1 mortal wound. And repeat this process until the target is destroyed or the enemy, the opposing player, rolls higher than mine.
Luckily for you, I am known for my really bad rolling. So let's see if that works out.
In my favor or against me.
Well,
I have had it gone against me.
where would you like to roll first to see what number I have to beat? Because if you roll a 6, I don't get to beat that. So, so let's go. Let's have you roll first.
All right then. And here we go. First one.
Oh,
Will be a 2.
that's a 2. I need to get a 3 or better.
That is
That is a 4. So that is unfortunately the end of that power. The minigame has failed.
My minigame failed.
That's what he gets for being a coward. Right. Another psychic power, maybe?
I could spend the CP for it, but
Don't you cast 2? I'm pretty sure you cast 2, no?
I choose 2. I choose 2. I choose 2.
You know 2, but you can only cast 1?
Exactly.
Ah, okay, so
Yes,
that's what it is.
that's why I had my strategy is right here where it says I can cast another one if I spend the CP for it.
Decisions.
But, I'm just going to let it be. Maybe the game wasn't meant to be for today.
It wasn't meant to be for now. For this turn.
That's true.
For this turn.
For this row, if he lives. If he does live, then I am 100% definitely going for the minigame.
That might hurt a lot, actually. The only time I got lucky this time. But I might not get lucky next time.
Well, I called out your cursed dice. You gave me some other dice.
Well, actually, I don't know if you remember watching the last video. Those cursed dice were actually pretty good rolling.
They were.
They were rolling really well.
Yes,
They were
But
really well.
I still wanted to challenge them.
I'll switch out. Right.
But that'll be for another game.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right then. well, that goes the end of my psychic.
Yes, sir.
Now let's go into my shoots.
Shooting phase. Let's consider some targets.
So the first ones I was thinking of doing first, if I didn't get to wipe it out with the Psyker's ability, I was going to have my bikes, my 2 fast bikes over there.
Yes.
They are going to go into the squad that I was originally targeting.
This target here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That'd be interesting. At least I'm in a little barricade cover, so I might get some cover there, but all those guns are gonna hurt.
So, and I just double checked this one. These 2 are just the regular bikes that have the standard equipments.
Shuriken cannons.
Yes.
Gotcha.
The ones that are in the deep strike, along with that infantry unit, they have a little bit more kick to us.
Ah, yes, they have a little more variety.
Yes.
All right.
So
What's the damage, my good sir?
Well, first it's a hit. They both have haywire. Both bikes have haywire cannons.
Okay, and they're both targeting that unit in the middle, right?
Yes, sir. So
Okay.
it's a D6 assault.
Right.
So let's see how many shots we get.
For each one, right?
Yeah.
All right. So roll twice.
1 and 4. So only 4 shots.
4 shots total. Gotcha.
And these are
Hitting on 3s.
hitting on 3s first.
Yes, sir.
They have a turbo boost.
Oh. Oh. All right.
So these are strength 4 against your
Toughness 4.
Toughness 4. So I need.
You need force.
Force again.
Strength 4, toughness 4. You need force.
I can never get that max.
There's no worries.
And I should keep this in mind. It does have a blast effect.
Blast effect, in this case, will not make a difference. The blast effect, the way it works is when you have a unit that is 6 to 10 models, you get a minimum of 3 shots. If you have a unit that's 11 or more models, you get your maximum shots. In this case,
It's only 5.
I only have 5 models in there, so the blast keyword will not do that.
Okay, perfect. Alright.
Right.
Just want to get that because I could never get that definition correct.
It is a little tricky, but you learn. You learn. So, force to wound.
4 hitting on 4. Winning on 4s.
Ooh, 3 wounds. What is the armor penetration on this, my good sir?
-1.
-1. Right.
And I will keep this in mind.
Yes, sir.
If the wound roll it happens to be a D6, that target suffers D3 mortal wounds.
D3 mortal wounds, my good sir. Is that only on vehicles or is that in general? I believe that's only on vehicles, so we can double check that.
If the target is a vehicle and I roll a 4+ for this weapon, that target suffers 1 mortal wound in addition to any other damage.
Right.
Period. And then if the wound roll is 6+, that target suffers D3 mortal wounds instead.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that's part of the whole vehicle rule. So.
Okay, then.
Yeah,
That's the
being-
one I want to get on
being
and get clarified.
Yeah, so because of the wording of it, because instead,
Yes.
it would be for the same vehicle
Okay.
section. So unfortunately, they won't get that, but that is still 3 wounds that I have to roll for.
Yes.
Right. So I'm in cover. I have some guys that are covered by the barricade. So I need 3+.
And they all
I save all. Woo! How much damage would have that been?
just 1 damage.
Just 1 damage? Okay, so it's not that bad, but
Yeah,
still,
but yeah.
I only have 5 dudes there. I don't want to lose any more than I have to. Right. Any other guns that they had?
No, they do have a star bonus, but that's a grenade, but they're not in range.
Right. No shuriken cannons or anything like that?
No.
Right.
No, it's the other one that does have it.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Right. Let's move on.
The next one, we'll go ahead and have the Voidwalker. The big one right there.
The piece de resistance. Starting early on this one. What are you going to target? You got a lot of targets.
I do. But I believe he wants a little payback, so we're going to go with your Dread. Is it your Dreadnought? Is that correct?
That is my Dreadnought. Yes, sir.
Okay, I just want to get the name correct.
It's a Redemptor Dreadnought. Yes,
Redemptor
sir.
Dreadnought.
Right.
I have to clarify on what profile I have to use on it since it has a prismatic.
Ah, yes. It's got 3 profiles. I
Yes.
believe it's
It's a depressed, focus, and lance.
dispersed, focused, and lance.
Yes.
Ooh, right. Which profile are you using today?
For today, I will be going with the lance.
The lance profile. So that's basically one big super FU beam
Yeah,
Of
it's
death.
just or
straight into my Dreadnought. Now I know you got another gun in there.
yes, I have a shuriken cannon.
Is that aiming at the same thing, or is that aiming at something different?
No, that's gonna be aiming at him. But you know what? No, I will not do focus. I actually want to try to get multiple hits in.
Right.
So you know what? I'm gonna go with the first one actually, the disperse.
Dispersed. You sure you want to target that at my Dreadnought, or you want to target some infantry?
No, I would like to get your dreadnought for sure.
Right. Okay. Sounds good. So just keep in mind he has toughness 7.
Toughness 7.
Toughness 7.
Yes, sir.
He's pretty beefy.
Yeah,
He's got a lot of wounds.
But
Let's
the rolls can be in my favor.
let's do it.
So first I have an assault D6.
Right.
So how many shots do I get off?
6 shot.
Only
Decent
one
shot. Oh. Command point reroll.
You know what? Why not? Let's do this.
Gotcha.
Let's do this. Nope.
Oh
one.
no. No.
I get that. I get that. All right.
Right. It was meant to be. It was
Yeah.
meant to
So either way, it's a strength 4, but I need to hit 6s. Is that correct?
be. Well, you need to roll the hit on 3s. 3
Threes.
plus. Yes. I don't get any minuses or anything like that.
Nope.
That you should probably get that die and throw it out the nearest onto the nearest trash can.
Oh, there's a 6.
Oh yeah,
There's a 6.
Right.
All right.
So unfortunately that misses.
That misses.
It is what it is. Now your shuriken cannon.
Yes, sir.
Was that like 4 shots, 5 shots?
That is assault 3.
3 shots. Okay. Pretty good. It's the same guy.
Yes, sir. So that was still. I'm still looking for 3s.
Let's do it.
So only 1.
1 hit. Oof. And your dice are not doing it.
Not today.
They're not doing it today.
Not doing it
Wanna-
today. It's a strength 6. Oh wait, it's only 1. It's only 1.
So strength 6, you say?
Yes, against your 8. Is that correct?
Toughness 7.
Toughness 7. Better Mars. So that is 5s, correct?
So to wound me, you need 5s. Yes, sir.
And there's a
And
6.
there you go.
And
And because it's a 6, you get a special roll, don't you?
AP of -3.
Ooh. Normally is it -0?
So hold that one.
Yes.
Mmm.
But it's only
Well, 1 damage is 1 damage. Right. So I need a 6 on this. I get -3, so I need a 6. That is oh
exactly
oh
6.
this game. Right. So what else you got?
What else I got?
What else you got?
If I don't think
Yeah.
it's enough.
Hmm.
I think it's just short.
There, in the binder.
Well, they're gonna end up like in a little triangle.
Oh, he's got a gun.
It's known as his hallucinogen grenade.
Oh, that's not good. I don't like the sound of that.
I-
Please tell me that does something that I can deal with.
I'm pretty sure. I don't think so. Because the way how I first was hearing about the first league, and I saw how Tequani was,
Right.
and I saw every game that you guys were going against. Like you guys would knock him down, and I would hear leadership. And I'm like, okay.
Mm.
I'm like, okay. And then as I was studying the book, I saw this one weapon that only my Shadow Shear has.
It's basically an anti-leadership weapon, which actually for Space Marines is kind of meaningful now. They used to basically ignore it, but now now it could make a difference. Right. So what are we looking at? What's the damage on that one?
I don't know. That's what I'm gonna look for. So
Let's check. Let's find out,
So,
and then.
so it's only assault 1. It's only 1 shot.
Oh, you found it. Nice.
So and if a unit is hit by this weapon, I roll 2d6.
Right.
If the roll is equal to or greater than the target's leadership, they suffer D3 mortal wounds.
Oof. Okay. All right. That could be painful. That could be pretty painful.
Either way, so it's only 1. I need 2 plus the weapon skill. So I just need anything but a 1. Is that correct?
Yep. That's anything but a 1.
So the card right can shoot.
That's a hit.
And
They're considered a
So no wound roll, right? You just roll 2d6.
yes, sir.
And see if it's better than. Is it higher or equal to?
If the roll is equal to or greater.
Ooh. So you need to get an 8.
Yep. And let's see how the hallucinogen grenade works.
Let's see how it works out.
No.
That is not successful. That's a 3.
Yes.
Unfortunate, but it could have done some damage.
Yeah, definitely.
Could have done some damage.
So again, that was my idea. Like like if I were to have gotten my army faster in the first league, and I got to play against Tequani, that's the one I would have gotten more forward to.
The leadership shenanigans.
Yes.
Leadership shenanigans. I mean, a lot of people don't like them because they don't. I mean, they don't seem to have as much of an effect in game. But I like them. They're pretty cool.
And plus, I kept on hearing all those really. I'm not sure what was it. I can't remember exactly what the word was, but I know he was very successful with his leadership. So I was figuring, what, if I could affect that, maybe I don't have to deal with it as much in all the games that I saw. So I was like, this could work.
It
If I
could work.
could survive.
Getting there's the problem. You have very, very squishy units. Right. So that was that guy, and I know you have a couple other things to do.
Yes.
Namely, you've got that guy in there. Now, I don't know if any of these guys can reach anything. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. But I know this guy has a special gun.
Yes, he does. And that's the Chamber's Lambit.
Hmm.
And it does have 2 profiles on it. I have to declare one of them before I even do anything.
Right. Now, which one are you using today?
I will be using the Lambit, of course. And
The Lament.
And I will be using the Shuriken version of it.
Shuriken. Okay.
Normally I go for the wall, which is just the 1 shot, 1 kill.
The whale?
Possibly, but I'm gonna try to get those multiple shots in.
Right. And what are you targeting today?
Sniping will be going into your squad of 5.
Squad of 5. Okay.
And the inch of that weapon is 36 inches.
You got plenty of range on that. Let's have it.
That's it. So,
Let's see what damage you can do.
So it is Assault 3.
Right.
So I need two. I need twos first.
Right. Anything but a 1.
Only
Oh,
one.
there's a 1. Oh, you rolled 2 ones. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, man. You should probably switch these dice out.
That's what I'm saying.
You should
These were my first favorite ones.
set them on fire or something.
Or do what Leo says, put them in the microwave and
Put
stuff.
'em in the
throw them
microwave.
out. Yeah.
Please don't put your dice in the microwave. That's a very bad idea.
So it is a strength 6 against their 5, correct?
They are toughness 4. So, but it doesn't matter. The end result is you still need 3s. Yes, sir.
Okay. Alright. That is a 4.
That's a 4. That is a wound. What's the AP on that, my good sir? I believe it's a 3.
Yes, sir.
Minus 3. Oof. So that's gonna suck. But luckily I am in the cover. So I'm gonna need a 5+ to save.
There you go.
That is.
A 6.
Oh!
2 6s.
That is 2 6s, right? So a 6 has been rolled. No arm, no
Oh well.
damage.
Oh well then.
Right.
That's the last one. The Star Weaver.
Star Weaver. Is that this one right here?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
The Star Weaver.
Oh, all my.
So,
All of them are assault bolt rifles?
yep, it is. Yep, just a shuriken cannon.
Shuriken cannon. Doesn't have anything else?
Nope. It's
Right.
Assault. So three assault, 3 attacks.
Right.
3's first.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh wow. What is going? Oh, we need to.
I think I have your juju now.
Oh my goodness.
I think my dice decide we'll take the raw juju.
Your dice are not. They're just not working for you, man. I think you need to switch, man. By the way, lots of dice and stuff here.
Indeed.
Next to a barricade.
Not sponsored by.
Well, hashtag still not sponsored by the noble warrior himself. Right. Let's do this.
6 against your.
You're targeting this thing, I assume.
Yes.
Are you not? You're not targeting the infantry. You're targeting this thing, right?
Yeah, no target now.
Right. So this thing is toughness 6, I believe.
So 6 on 6.
I will. Yes, I will
So I
confirm it. I don't think it's toughness 7. I'm pretty sure it's a 6.
So I'll need 4 still.
You would need 4s, yes, sir.
Okay. That is a 2.
That is a 2. That is not a successful
Oh, well.
wound. Right, and then it doesn't have any other weapons?
The
Oh, the dudes inside can shoot, can't they?
Exactly, because of open top.
Targeting the same unit?
Yes, sir.
And they have fusion guns, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Ooh. Right. I don't like the sound of that. Well, alas, Storm Speeder, I knew you will. It was nice to have you while I had you. Rip in pieces.
If I just may, just want to confirm.
Of course.
Because, I know you said it's a 6-inch.
6-inch range.
What's their strength?
And you're well within 6 inches. It's not a big deal. In fact, I don't know if you have a Melta specific rule or anything like that.
Melta?
Like any rule that if you're within half range.
This one does. If the
does.
target is within half range of the weapon, roll 2 dice instead of roll 2 dice when inflicting damage with it, and discard the lowest result.
So you haven't gotten the upgraded fancy meltas. Not yet.
Not yet.
But
Not yet.
the
Plus,
book is coming out real soon.
I've been hearing about that, and I actually want to get that.
Book is coming out real soon. Right. We'll measure them range. I think you're within Melta range, so you should be good. But we'll measure real quick, and then we'll be back. Right. We've measured 3-inch range, so you are going to get your little Melta rule.
So there's 5 guys in there, so 5 fusion, so 5. So strength 8 against your 6.
Well, you have to hit me first, but yes.
Yes, so I need 3s first.
Yes, sir.
Damage each, so one goes down.
3 of them.
Right. Much better than before. Still those persistent ones, though. Those persistent ones.
Might as well get the ones out of the way.
Right. So, strength 8, toughness 6. You need 3s.
I need 3.
You only shot once, but that's good. That's good. You're like,
2 of them.
2 wounds. Minus 4?
Minus 4, and since I am in half, I roll 2. I roll 2 of them.
Yes, sir. Minus 4, I do not get any save from this.
So the first one,
So roll 2d6, pick the highest. Oh! Alright, which one out of the 6 and the 6 do you want?
I guess I'll just take the 6.
Are you sure? You sure you don't want the 6?
I'm pretty sure I want the 6.
Right. So that's where your 6s went. They went for the damage.
Okay.
Right, second one.
The second one we have is.
yeah, that's how it works.
Sure you want to take the 3?
I'll take the 6.
Right. So, I'm not 100% sure. I think he's still alive on 1 wound left, but I will confirm for you, right? So we're going to confirm that real quick, but I think he's still alive. We'll be right back. I was very wrong. This thing only has 10 wounds. So you, my good sir, overkilled the shit out of that thing. Right. So, let's see if he blows up. 6 inches explosion? That is not an explosion. But
So what I would suggest doing
He's dead.
depends on
He's
I
quite
like to do my chaplains.
right.
Be aggressive as fuck.
Yay.
Is at the end of your shooting phase.
That is the end of all my shoots.
That's the end of your shoots. Right. We've made some progress. We've moved some stuff on the board. Now I have to ask you a question. Do you have anything you wish to charge with? There are 1 or 2 units here. Well, 1 at least that you could potentially charge with, but I don't know if you want to do that. You would be within range to charge them. I don't know if you're in range there. No, you are not.
Nope, off by literally 2 inches.
Right.
Well, you know, if the void is going to explode, I do want to get the explosion damage. So I'm going to be the same person. Like
So you are gonna charge then?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Let's do it then.
So it is a 7, but either way.
Yeah, you can only declare charge with something within 7 inches because of our twist. So let's see if it reaches.
Nope.
That is not a successful check. Command point reroll? It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
You know
Well,
what? Just for people that say Blanco, don't do it.
just for the memes.
Just for the memes, I'm gonna do it.
All right.
I'm down
all
to my
right.
last CP.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Let's do it.
That is an 11.
Ooh. Right. So that reaches in there. Let's move him. Let's check some stuff, and we'll be back with the actual fight. Right. The charge has been made. And you, my good sir, are a madman. You're insane. You're insane.
I'm just
Tiny bit insane. Right. Well, it does have some attacks, and it's actually not that bad in combat. There are better things, obviously, but it's not that bad in combat.
indeed.
Right. So it's got 3 attacks, and you're hitting on 3s, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Every other vehicle normally hits on 6s. You hit on 3s.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
So 3s for 3s.
Yes, sir.
And
That's
all.
3 hits. Let's do this. So I am toughness 4, and you are strength ...
Strength 5.
Strength 5. So that means you're winning me on 3s.
So still need the 3s.
Let's do this.
So 3 for 3. The 3s. The 3, 3, 3.
3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
And
That is 2 wounds. Okay. No AP on this, but doesn't matter. I need 3s. Oh! You have just killed a space marine, my good sir.
How?
You literally just ran a space marine over. Let's just say you killed him with these low fins on the side. You just fucking slashed one's head off. Well, thanks for that. I'm gonna return the favor, I think.
Okay.
That didn't work out for me, and I don't think.
Don't you forget, it has reanimation?
Oh, reanimation! I wish Space Marines had reanimation. That would be great. It'd be broken, but great. So this guy is in base contact. He's gonna be wherever. He can't move. This guy, I'll just keep him back here because he can't really move. This guy will go here, and this guy will go here. So they will all be fighting today. Right. So let's do some calculations here, right? I'm gonna do the sergeant first
Go for it.
because the sergeant. Actually, no, he didn't have a special weapon. This is just a regular unit. What you see is what you get. So each one is going to get 2 attack space. They all have chain swords, so that's 3 attacks each. And you charged me, so that is 4 attacks each. Now, each other one has 4 attacks, and then the sergeant is going to have 5 attacks. So I'll roll the sergeant separately just because of dice, right? So these are the first 3 guys. I need 3s. Now, I should mention something.
Yes.
My chapter, Carcharodons, has been geared towards more of the close combat variety. So any 6s to hit here are exploding 6s.
Go for it.
So let's do this.
Let's see those lovely.
Let's see those lovely 6s. No 1s, please. Not like the ones that I'm looking at right now.
Or
Let's
like me,
see.
or like my ones.
Oh my god, your 1s, man. Let's do this. 3s. There's quite a few 1s in there. I don't like that.
I see a 6 that gives you
No,
back.
I am not within range of that. So let's do that. Now,
I do see a 6 in there.
there is a 6 in there, which is going to give me 1 extra attack. Now, I need to double check, but I believe that the chaplain has a special aura about him. Right. Litany of Hate? No, that is Litany of Hate. No, I don't think he has anything cool like that. So never mind. I didn't get the prayer off at the beginning of the game. So that's that. Right. So this many hits. Toughness 5. I need 5s because I am strength 4. Let's do this. So that's gonna be 1.
1.
1. Right, let's do this. 1 wound at -1.
4 plus.
Right there, right?
Nope.
That's not a 4 plus. So you take a wound.
That
Wait.
which is the 1 damage that he had left over.
Oh, you only had 1 wound left.
Yes. And that's
Oh,
where
no.
the explosion comes in.
Oh no.
It has blown up on me. But
Please no.
Please yes.
Please no.
Oh, please yes.
Oh, that was so close. That was so close. Oh my goodness, that was close. Right.
It does not blow up. It was. Oh, that would have been lovely.
But you killed a space marine on the charge. That's impressive. That is actually really impressive. I am so surprised.
With a vehicle.
With a vehicle, no less. With a vehicle, no less. Right. My achievement unlocked.
Input sound noise right here.
Explosions, you know, CGI explosions and shit. Now, I'm not going to consolidate. The reason why is because I would have to consolidate in that direction.
Yes.
And I'm already kind of crowded in that direction. I really don't want to. So I'm going to keep them where they're at. And then we'll figure out what to do with them during my turn. But that is it for your turn.
Yes, sir.
There's no morale to take because you, unfortunately, did not do very well. Unfortunately, your dice didn't really help you out there.
Unfortunately.
So this is the end of the battle round, right? Let's see who has what. Right, objectives.
Yeah, you can get that
hold
fucking charge,
1.
man.
You have 1 there, and you have another one over there.
Yes.
So that is 2 objectives.
And you
You
got
have
the
the center-
Paragon of Fury.
I have this one,
Yeah.
And then
And you
this
got
one,
also Glory, right?
and that one right
How many
there.
has in there?
So that is 3 objectives.
Should I move them behind?
Now,
Yeah.
you also lost a unit this turn. You didn't kill more units than I did. I have not lost any
You
units
already
this
have
turn.
these guys.
Lost a
right
model, but
there,
no
But
units.
if you want to try to capture this
So that means I'm going to get 2 points this turn.
I don't have it.
Right, but that's only 1 turn.
Yeah, right now.
So I have a whole game ahead of
Try
us.
to contest it.
So let's move on to
Round 2.
Space Marines.
Here.
turn 2.
And I'm gonna...
So, quick correction. I said earlier that you didn't kill any units, but you did. You killed the Storm Speeder. So I am only getting 1 point. Let's not cheat. Let's not cheat you. I don't want to cheat you. So, good call, good catch on that. Thank you for bringing that up. It's a good thing. Yeah.
My main goal is still I ran over a space marine.
You did, and that was an interesting time. Right.
Does the morale check always go to more than 1 unit? Is that correct?
So the way morale works, right? At the end of the turn, you see who needs to take morale tests, right? For example, over here, you have killed 1 model in my unit, right? Now, normally the way it works is you roll a die,
Yes.
you add the number of models that you lost to whatever it is that you rolled, and then if that exceeds your leadership, you have failed this morale test. And what that means is you remove one of these models.
Okay.
Now, for the rest of the models, what you do is you actually roll a die. If the unit is under half strength, then on 1s and 2s for each you roll die for each model, and on 1s and 2s, that model runs away.
Oh, okay.
If your unit is half strength or more, it's only on 1s. That's called combat attrition. So that is for every unit that would need to that has lost models. Now, with my unit, you've only killed 1 of them.
Right.
My leadership as a space marine, thanks to the sergeants on those units, is an 8.
Oh, okay. So there's no.
So there is no failing that morale test because even if I would roll 6 plus the 1 model that I lost,
Right.
is still a 7
Right.
compared to my leadership of 8.
Okay. That's smart.
Yeah.
Okay, that's smart.
Yeah. So normally, space marine units have to lose at least 2 models before they start taking morale tests. Yes, morale issues. Right. So we sorted that. Let's go to the stuff that we've done for the movement. Right. End of my turn. I moved these guys a little bit here. There's still some of these at least are going to be getting some cover. Unfortunately, I cannot see that thing over there because it's behind the hill. But at the very least, they are capturing that objective, which is better than doing nothing. Now, I've moved this guy up here. He's got some targets.
you have one?
He's got some targets. So he's going to do some stuff, and we'll see what happens there. These guys have moved up here.
Those guys.
This guy's
a
doing
storm speeder.
You need a storm speeder?
Or my Raven, man.
You're welcome to see it if you wish.
Not I want to touch it.
No worries, no worries.
That's why I want to.
It's also magnetized. Also magnetized. You're more than welcome to see it if you wish. I magnetized it.
5 and 6 is a free.
Other people's models.
No, it's fine. I mean, it's still a work in progress. It's still being made.
this?
Yeah.
That one I actually got here at the store. Please shop here.
You got one shot, sir.
So yeah, I actually picked that up as part of the Shield Breaker Strike Force, I think is what it's called, for Space Marines, which is pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. I didn't have any of those models, and it was pretty good selection of models. All of these, except for the Dreadnought, are actually part of that box. Well, except for the Dreadnought and the two characters here, but everything else is part of that box. So very useful box to have if you don't have much Space Marines. Right. Back to what we were doing. So, these guys have stood still. They're going to stay where they're at, and they're going to put some pot shots probably into that Shadow Seer over there. Now, these guys, this is what I'm interested in. Remember, we can only declare charge with a unit that is within 7 inches. Now, we've already measured this. This is just within 7 inches. And I get a +1 to charge. You're a little worried about that? No, he has no fear. He shall know no fear. Unlike Space Marines, who know fear. They know fear. I'm a little concerned about what's going on in here, but what can you do? I have to deal with that as the problem appears. Right. Let's move on to our shooting phase. First things first. Now this guy, the Sergeant, has a master-crafted Thunderhammer and a plasma pistol. I was actually considering master-crafting the plasma pistol, decided against it. But in this case, plasma pistol is going to be firing into that thing right there. I am not overcharging, and the reason I'm not overcharging is because I don't want my guy to explode and die, which would make my charge impossible. So, let's roll my plasma pistol. Hitting on 3s. That's a 3. I saw the 1, and my yes, which would have been unfortunate. But anyway, so this is one shot at strength 7. You are toughness 4.
Yes. Let me just verify.
Right.
Go down.
Toughness 4. Let's do this. I need 3s. Oh, what's the number? Oh, that's a 6. Perfect. Right. So that is 1 wound at -3, which doesn't matter because you. Ooh, actually no. Let's go back a bit.
Yeah, I forgot about that -1.
You give me a -1 to hit, so that means that did not succeed. Right. Now I'm even more glad I didn't overcharge that. Right. So, that failed. I'm not going to bother with the other guns. I really don't want to do anything that would make my charge any longer. So let's not do that. This unit right here is going to target the Shadow Seer with most of their guns. Now, this guy over here on this side cannot see the Shadow Seer because of the big old crates in the middle. But he can see that unit in there. So that's what I'm going to shoot at. I'm going to shoot that unit of Harlequins in there with 1 shot from this guy. Oh, I'm moving a train here. Moving a train. Oh, I'm cheating. I'm cheating. I'm cheating. There's an earthquake. Right. So in that case, I'm going to do that guy first, right? Because he doesn't have any much else to shoot at. So he has not moved. And that unit is still within range of that captain. So let's do this. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. That's a 1, which is good, because I can reroll those.
That's still
Into another 1. Well, this game has been full of surprises. This game has been full of surprises, right. So, now we're going to do the rest of the unit.
I think that's the name of your next title video, Surprise Game.
Surprises. Surprise! Right. So, I've got 3 other dudes with heavy Exeggutor bolt rifles, and 1 with an Exeggutor heavy bolter. So, let's do that. Boop, boop, boop. Actually, where is my? Yes, he is. He's right there. Perfect. So, I'm going to start with my Exeggutor heavy bolter onto your Shadow Seer first. Now, this is a really nasty weapon, actually. Now, I should mention, it is now the tactical doctrine. Raven Guard successors, which Carcharodons are, when targeting units in the tactical doctrine, or when targeting characters in the tactical doctrine, get +1 to hit and wound characters. So I'm going to be hitting on 2.
Yep.
Right? So before I roll this, I'm actually going to pull up the details for that, just so I don't cheat you, like I tried to do over here because I'm a cheating cheater. Right? And I'm going to double check on that just to make sure that we've got that right. So we'll be right back, and we'll get that info, right? So we went ahead and checked it just so that I could make sure that I got the wording right. It is called surgical strikes, right? So during the tactical doctrine, it is now turn 2, which means it's the tactical doctrine. Whenever a unit makes an attack against a character, that unit is going to get +1 to hit and to wound. So they're very good at killing the characters, cutting off the head, so to speak. So, firing these 4 guys at that guy over there, I'm going to be hitting you on 2s. Right. Is there anything special or defensive that you have that you're willing to do right now?
That's what she's looking at, but I need 1 more CP. I only have 1 left.
Gotcha. Okay. Right. So let's do this. So I'm going to start with my Exeggutor Heavy Bolter. This I don't get a -1 to hit you or anything like that on your shadow suit?
On
He's
the
not within lookout sir range or anything. So.
no, he does give other units a -1 if they're within 6 inches of him.
Within 6 inches.
So
of
like, if you were targeting Snipey there, if I'm correct.
if I'm targeting him.
Yeah.
Are you sure that doesn't apply to him as well?
No, because it's something else. Yeah.
Okay.
The Psyker, if you were to target someone else other than the Psyker himself,
Okay.
subtract 1 for the infantry, mesquite infantry. So basically,
Well, he's mask infantry, no?
no, I believe not.
Let's double check that. Let's double check that before we start rolling dice. Correct. Your ability does affect you.
Yes, it does.
So I am going to be getting a -1 to wound you.
Yes.
Which cancels out my +1 to wound.
Yeah.
So back to normal. Right. Now we'll finally get started.
Yes. So you're still hitting on 2.
Still hitting on 2s. Boop. That is the Exeggutor Heavy Bolter. Oh, that actually made a difference. That made a huge difference.
Yeah.
So now I'm getting a -1 to wound you. So this is still strength 5. So I need 3s. It cancels out.
Our weaknesses are green.
1 wound.
5, he's green, so I gotta roll 3.
So it made a difference. So 1 wound at minus infinity, but it doesn't matter because you have a 4+ invulnerable save.
Yep.
That's a 5.
Where is it? There it is. Yes, 5. So you saved yourself. That is 3 damage each, by the way. So that would have been pretty painful. Now I have 3 more shots from the other guys.
Yes, sir.
Hitting on 2s.
Got 2. But you get
I reroll 1s because I am within range of the captain.
Yes, indeed.
Into a 2, which made a huge difference. Yeah. Now, strength 5, +1 to wound, -1 to wound. I need 3s anyway. Whew.
In that unit.
1 wound.
Lo mandó solo.
You have saved yourself today. For now. For now. Right. So that was that guy right there. I'm gonna check some ranges because some of these guys have range that can possibly reach some stuff. I'm actually instead I'm gonna shoot this unit into that same guy. So that's 4 shots. Heavy bolt pistols. I need 2s actually because they also get the surgical strikes.
And that's all.
That actually made a huge difference. So again, -1 to wound, +1 to wound. It cancels out. Strength 4, toughness 3. I need 3s.
There are wounds, but
2 wounds.
It's
Not rerolling 1s because he only rerolls 1s to hit. So 2 wounds.
2 wounds, still 4.
-1. -2 actually. Oh no, it's -1.
Saved 1. I failed 1.
It's just 1 damage.
1 damage.
Are you gonna reroll?
No, it's
You
fine.
have 1 command point left.
He has 5 wounds.
Gotcha.
So he's down to 4.
He's got 4 wounds left. I got a wound through with a pistol. Let's do some stuff here. Right. I've got.
To save you some time,
Yes.
Shadow, Derek, the Troop Master, and Soldier, they all each have 5 wounds.
Okay. So all your characters have 5 wounds.
Yes.
Gotcha. That makes things super easy. Right. So, now I've got a chaplain here, and he's got a special pistol. Can he see your dude? It looks like... No, he can't because he's behind the big old crate right there. So he's not going to be able to see anything, which sucks, but he can. He can see those bikes over there. He can also see those guys right there in the building. Actually, no, he can't. So you can see those bikes over here. So I'm going to fire some shots at these bikes over here. So he's got an Absolver bolt pistol, which is 1 shot, range 18, strength 5. Let's do this. 1 shot, hitting on 3s. That's a hit. Hitting on actually that was a 4. Yeah, so he's got a ballistic skill 3+. Yeah, doesn't matter. Right. Strength 5. I need 3s.
That's a 2.
That's a 2. That is not a wound. Right. So that was that guy. The Dreadnought. I think is the last unit that I have yet to shoot. Well, I've got some shots over there, but they can't see anything. So.
Doesn't your chap or your little guy right there don't have anything?
This guy does not have anything. No. He has a heavy bolt pistol, but I'm not gonna bother. So, here we go. Dreadnought. The piece de resistance.
Who do you want?
Right.
You want my store units of 5, or do you want to go after my bikes?
So now, range is a thing, right?
Yeah.
There are some guns that I have to target at some things
Yeah.
because I don't really have a choice because of range.
Right.
Now, I think what I'm going to do, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to target the Onslaught Gatling Cannon here, the Rocket Pod, and the grenade. No, actually, the Rocket Pod and the Gatling Cannon on the left arm into that unit right there.
Sure.
The Rocket Pod.
I like it how the top part's like all jiggly.
Well, it's a magnet. So.
I know. That's kind of cool. It gives them like a realistic momentum.
It gives them interesting options. So now I can see your dude in the building. I can actually see your sniper dude in the building. So I think I might do that actually. No, I'm gonna target your Shadow Seer over there because I need him dead, and he is out in the open.
You don't want to play the game?
No, I'm not. I don't want to play that game. So, so the grenade launchers on the sides are going to go into that unit over there. And then lastly, as you can see, I've angled the cannon in the general direction of that unit over there inside the building. So I'm going to target the Gatling cannon at your infantry in the building. Right? So I'm going to start. So I'm going to start with, let's bring some dice over here. Heavy Onslaught Gatling cannon into the infantry in the building. So that is 12 shots. Now, do they have anything special that I should be that I should know?
This infantry unit, right?
Yes. So I notice you have a troop master here. Does he give them any defensive buffs at all?
No. There would be the ones for rerolling wounds, but I swapped that out for when he fights when he has to fight back, he could give someone 2 mortal wounds automatically.
Gotcha. So no defensive buffs on this unit.
Normally he does, but I swapped that out.
Right. Perfect. So that's going to be 12 shots.
His stuff is over. You can fight back.
And he's going to be hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because of being in range of the captain and him being core. So here we go, hitting on 3s. Right, there's a couple of 1s in here. The 3 ones to be specific. Which made a difference. I converted a couple of them. Here we go, here we go. Right, so that many hits.
Do you still get the exploding 6s?
No, that's only for melee.
Melee.
Yeah, for close combat. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits on this. Now, these are strength 6. Your toughness 3.
Yes.
I'm winning you on 2s. So, okay, there's a few ones in there. But so far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds at -1.
-1, but I always still 4+ in vulnerable save for them.
4+ invulnerable save. What is your armor on these guys, out of curiosity?
Armor?
Yeah, armor on the troop.
Armor on the troop, it is 6+.
6+, so they don't get a whole lot of armor.
No, again, they're very squishy.
They're very squishy.
But of course, you know, if I can survive and I get into the melee combat portion that I want to do with
Oh, they wreck face.
yes.
They wreck face. Let's do this. 6 saves, 4+. Oh, 3.
I saved half of them.
I got 3. Right. So that's 3 of them dead.
Yes, sir.
Right. So I'm going to remove those. Now, I'm going to do the other targeting over here. I'm going to do the 2 grenade launchers on his chest into that Shadow Seer right there. So that is going to be 2d6 shots. 2d6. That is 11 shots. So that's quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 11. There we go. Yeah, yes.
Did you roll the exos because of the chart?
So now, again, hitting on 3s. Actually, no, hitting on 2s. Surgical strikes. And everybody in my army gets that. So here we go. Hitting on 2s.
And this is against the Shadow, right?
That is against the Shadow Seer, yes, sir. Luckily for me, he's outside in the open, so he's not going to get lookouts here. And I did roll a couple of 1s here. What happened to the other others? Right. So
one converted into this.
Yep, I converted 1. So let's get these. Now this is gonna be strength 4, toughness 3. I get -1 to wound, +1 to wound, cancels that. I need 3. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5. Not bad. Only 5.
5 exactly on his
Minus nothing.
Too many.
So 4+, I need to make them all.
Yes, sir.
Too many.
Oh no! Oh no! Command point? If you reroll and save one of those.
Oh, the thing is, he only has 5 wounds. You took down 1. He has 4.
Oh.
Either way, I would need 2. I would need to save twice.
You're absolutely right.
Oh well.
Never mind.
The mini game will never occur for this one.
You have no idea how much relief I have right now.
I can imagine.
No idea.
Monday for what?
Right. There goes the Shadow Seer.
But you got to try him out once.
Yeah. I did not like what I tried or what I saw. try it before you buy it. I don't want to buy that, my good sir. I don't want to buy that. Right. Now, lastly, I'm going to do the last two weapons, the rockets and the Gatling gun, into that vehicle over there. Now, that thing is going to give you a -1 to hit. And that is not a character, so I'm not getting a +1. But I am re-rolling, so at the very least, there's that. So, 8 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 8 shots. Hitting on 4s. Re-rolling 1s. There's A1 in there. Converted. Boop, boop, boop. That made a huge difference. So 3 hits. This is going to be strength 5. Toughness 5? Toughness 5. I need 4s. 1 wound at -1.
Plus? That is a no.
1 damage. And then lastly, we're going to look at the Icarus Rocket Pod on this thing. So, let me grab the stats for that real quick. Right quick. Where is it? There he is. Right. Icarus Rocket Pod. Range 24. Heavy D. 3. Strength 7. -2. Or -1. 2 damage. Right. So, let's do this. D3 shots. 3 shots. Hitting on 4s. 2 hits.
Wounding on.
Strength 7. I need 3s.
Oh.
2 wounds. -1.
Alright. So 4 plus 2.
For sure.
That's 1. Save 1.
Save 1. 2 damage.
He's down to 2.
2 wounds left, which is unfortunate. He lives, which means the squad inside lives for, well, at least doesn't take any damage.
Yeah.
And that is it for my shooting. I have no more shooting. So that was a little bit long, but we're getting through it. We're getting through it, right? Now I'm going to do my charges. This is my favorite part.
Yes. As you do have, I believe you said you have 1 unit?
I have 1 unit that is in range, which is this one right here. Now, I am about 7 inches away. I would normally need a 6 to reach you.
But since you get a +1.
I get a +1 to charge, so I need a 5.
Yes, you do.
Now, I have been known to fail this.
But let's see if your juju has gone off to me and maybe you get that 5.
If I don't make this, I'm not going to spend a command point on this. So, let's do this. I'm at 4 command points because I have not spent any command
That's
points.
true.
But I'm not going to spend
Madman
them.
and spending them.
I just need to not roll what I just saw right now. I don't need to roll that. So let's do this. I need 5.
5 exactly.
Exactly what I needed. What the fuck? I mean, what the heck? Right.
Do you really need to blur out your own your own curse word?
Well, just being nice.
Yeah, be nice.
Right.
There's children that watch this show.
So let's move these guys, and then we'll get to the actual down and dirty. We have successfully reached the charge, barely, but we did it. So unfortunately, that means not all of them are going to get to fight. But better some fight than none fight. So I'm going to pile in right there. He's not in base contact. Moving closer. This guy's going to move here. This guy is going to move here. That is the extent of people that are going to be able to fight because I don't have that much pile-in movement. Right?
At the end of your command phase?
So here we go. So only these 3 in the front are going to get to fight. But, again, better than nothing. So now, veteran intercessors. They have quite a few attacks. And one of them is a master-crafted Thunderhammer.
Show me that masterwork.
Oh yeah, that's going to be interesting. Right, so each one has 3 attacks. 3 attacks each, the sergeant has 4. I get an extra attack for charging you. Well, the regular dudes have chain swords, so we'll calculate those in a bit.
So essentially, you have almost like 12 attacks.
It's a little bit more than that. So
I'm just trying to a softball guess here.
No worries. So sergeant has 4 attacks base. He charged,
Which is
getting an
5.
extra attack. Now, I'm gonna do the sergeant first because he has a special weapon. He has a master-crafted Thunderhammer.
Yes.
Right. So. He is hitting on 4s. This is -1, but I still get exploding 6s. No 6s, but only 2 hits. Only 2 hits. That's going to be interesting. Now this is going to be strength 8. So you are toughness on bikes. Toughness 4 on the bikes.
So you got double, so you're on 2s.
Now I'm winning you on 2s. Please get both of these.
Yeah, you do?
Both of them.
And you have an exploding 6?
No, that is only 4 hits, yes. So now that is 2 wounds at -2.
-2, that's still 4 plus.
4 damage each.
I should clarify. I should have. Is it to which bike is it that you're?
Well, this is 1 unit, right?
Yeah.
So you can allocate them however you wish.
Okay, that's what I want to make sure.
Yeah.
All right, then I wait 4 plus.
2 wounds, -2.
No,
Oh,
no saves.
no saves, not one.
Not one. And one blows up, one blows up, the other one has 1 wound. Is that correct?
No, so how many wounds does each one have?
3.
3 wounds each. My hammer does 4 damage.
Oh, so that's both. That's both.
That is both of them.
Oh well.
That's both of them before I even got to fight with the other stuff. So the sergeant heroically charges in and just smashes these things out of the sky. That's going to be a problem, though, because now they are exposed. So I'll consolidate in. Boop, towards the closest models, which is this one. Which could be a problem because his turn is coming up next. And he's got a lot of stuff in there. Right. Successful charge phase. Let's see what you can do to strike back on your turn 2. Okay. Right. Forgot a step. We need to roll morale for these guys. They lost 3 models. They have leadership 8. Just don't roll a 6.
That is a 5.
That's 5. You're good, my good sir. End of Harlequins, movement phase, turn 2. Tell us a little bit about what you've done.
Well, first and foremost, the Star Weaver has advanced closer to the Dreadnought, so that way
Right up in his face.
my open top can melt your Dreadnought potentially.
Oh yeah, these guys are still in there, so and they have fusion guns. So
Secondly, I decided to go around corners to this one right here. So we have the remaining 3 from this troop of infantry, and we have the troop master.
that's gonna be a hell of a fight. Veterans versus troop Harlequins.
Yep. So
Let's do this.
why not live a dream, Mortal Kombat style? Let's do this.
Gotcha.
And then of course, I did my favorite song, Ballroom Blitz, or in this case, I'm just gonna name it. It's just called Blitz. I just call it Ballroom Blitz because I like that song. And the Solitaire, I actually rolled a 9, so gave him additional. So I gave him 9 inches, so he moved up 21 inches, and it was exactly a little bit more. And he's now gonna have a good old combat fight right.
He's gonna have a romp. Right. And he started in there. So that's quite a bit of movement.
Yes, indeed.
I see you've dropped some bikes over here.
Yes, because that was the end of my movement phase for everyone. My strategy came of the Webway Assault.
Yes, sir.
So I brought in my 2 remaining bikes out, and another squad of infantry.
Which is now capturing that objective that you pulled out of earlier.
Yes.
So you're at least controlling that objective. If you
And
can
of
push me
course-
off of some stuff, that might be some interesting stuff.
And of course, Snipey, he's just staying put. He's gonna be the pretty sniper there.
Like a coward. Coward. But it is controlling that objective, so that could be useful, depending on how much damage you do. And let's see
Let's see how
much
goes
damage
up.
you do.
Yes, indeed. So,
What you gonna start?
first and foremost, I would like to start with Solitaire.
Solitaire. Is he gonna shoot?
He's not shooting. He's all melee.
Okay, so
I'm trying to see if that goes away. Like how would that work?
well, so first of all, we gotta go through. We don't have any psychic phase because unfortunately your psyker
Yes,
bit the bucket,
which you are proud of.
kicked the bucket. Yes, I'm very proud of that because otherwise it would have been very unfortunate for me. So skipping the psychic phase, we're gonna move on to the shooting phase.
Oh, shooting.
So
Okay,
first things first,
Yeah,
shooting.
shooting. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right then. So that's
We can hold off. It's gonna build up suspense for these two.
Yes.
So
Okay, then.
let's see what happens.
All right then. So I'll go ahead and have the bikes.
Right? These bikes over here.
Yeah, so these are the bikes that have a little extra oomph.
And by oomph you mean haywire, correct?
Yes.
Hmm.
So they both have a haywire.
Right.
So assault 6. So let's roll these 2 first.
Assault 6. Oh, D6.
Yeah, assault D6.
Okay, gotcha.
Assault D6. I'm sorry.
Right. Let's do that.
8.
That is 8 shots. Hitting on 3s. What are you targeting, by the way? I forgot to ask.
I'm gonna be targeting the Dreadnought.
Dreadnought. Now, do they have any other weapons, or is it just that they have?
They have the haywire and the shuriken.
All right. Where's the shuriken going? Same guy, or is it going to different models?
The shuriken will actually go differently.
Okay. Where's he going
It's
to
a
target?
24-inch. I first have to get through them. I was thinking of going after your character from the Chaplain.
The Chaplain, unfortunately, well, actually, we might have to check, but he might not be in lookout sir range. I think you can target him if you wish. So you can target those shuriken shots at him?
Yes.
Right, let's do that.
So first the haywire cannons.
Yes, you got, what did you say, 8 shots?
8 shots. I need 3s first.
Yes, sir.
I forgot to roll that.
Oh, what is that, 4?
Just 1 miss.
All right.
This is a 4. Everything else is Oh. Another one.
Let's do this. How about that?
Yeah.
So
3, 6. So these are strength 4. Your dreadnoughts are what? An 8? Was that correct?
My dreadnought is toughness 8.
So I need
Only one
5.
goes
No,
through.
6s, right?
These are for the haywires?
Yes.
Now, haywires have a special rule, correct?
so then
So you still need 5s to wound it, yes.
Oh, okay.
But I believe on a 4+ or something like that, you get a mortal wound?
No. This haywires is saying the blast again.
Well, no, yeah. Blast in this case won't matter because there's only one model there. But Haywire should have a special rule that's anti-vehicle, correct?
If the target is a vehicle, if you roll on a 4+ for this weapon, the target suffers 1 mortal wound, addition to any other damage.
Right. So any 4+ you roll for this
Yes.
are going to do a mortal wound, even if you don't wound me.
Yeah.
So
And if the wound is a 6+, the target suffers D3 mortal wounds instead.
so could be interesting.
So
Right.
So I still need 5.
You need 5s. Have at it.
Yeah.
This could hurt. 1/6.
1/6
So that's
and,
automatically D3 mortal wounds.
and 1/5.
And 1/5. So that is 1 plus D3. So I don't know if you want to roll the mortal wounds now.
I
Just to see
would,
how
I
many.
would like to roll.
Go for it.
So D3 you said? That is 2.
2 mortal wounds, so that's a total of 3 mortal wounds, which we will include. Well, the way it works is you do normal damage first,
Yes.
and then you do the mortal wounds at the end.
So it is just 1 damage.
Okay, 2. Any minus or
Minus 1.
minus 1. I have a 3+ armor save, goes down to a 4. Here we go. 4+. Not even if I add them together. Right. So that's 2 damage added to the 3 mortal wounds that you did to me. So he has taken 5 damage. Right. So he has 13 wounds to start with. So he has 1,
No,
2.
I miscounted. Is it?
Oh.
It's because 1, 2 is 1, 3, 4 is 2. It's 2. So he has 4. He's dead 4.
Well, no, because you did. So you did a 6. So that's D3, which you rolled a 2 for, right?
Yeah.
And then the other one, you
it's
get 1.
Oh, 1.
So, yeah.
Okay, I was not counting that.
Yeah, no worries. So that's a total of 5 damage on that, right? So he is at 8 left. Right.
Next, the shuriken cannon.
Shuriken cannon on the Chaplin. Chaps, let's do this.
So assault 6. No, assault 6. Assault 3.
Assault 3, right?
So
But there's 2 of them in there, right?
Yes.
Right. So 6 shots total.
so first I need 3s.
Nice.
2 do not come through. So 4. 4 against his.
Toughness 4.
So I need 4 still.
Yes, sir. And 6s are minus 3.
There's 1 6 in there, 1 5.
1 6 and 1 5. So 1 at no AP, right?
Yes.
So which I'll save on that on a 3+. Actually, 2+ because he's in the thing,
And he
which
got
is
a
a 4.
4.
And then the other one is at minus 3, so I need 5s against this one.
And you got
That
it.
is a success. Success.
Very nice.
So he avoids damage by hiding like a coward behind the cover. Right, there's cowards everywhere.
For right now.
So that was his
I'm
bite.
actually going to use Snipey.
Snipey, where's he targeting?
He's going to be targeting the Dreadnought.
The Dreadnought.
Because I don't think I can hit anyone else. Because
I mean,
I
you got some.
I could hit the squad, but I have my solitaire going after him.
Gotcha.
And,
So he's gonna target the Dreadnought. Okay. I don't think you can see my captain because of all the shit that's in the way.
all this barricade
All
stuff.
barricades in the way, so I don't think you could target him.
And I don't think I could even hit your chaplain because of
Because of the big old crates there?
Yes.
Right.
So,
Oh, right there.
again, I'm still going to be using the Kamara. And I'll be using the... not the wall, the one that gives me the multiple shots.
Not the whale, the other one?
Yes.
Gotcha. Right, let's do this. How many shots?
That's what I'm looking for.
I believe it's 3 shots.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, it is 3
Yeah,
shots.
Yes, here we are. Yeah, it is assault 3.
Alright, 3 shots.
So I'm looking for 2s first.
That's a hit.
Yep. Next, 6 against, it's 8. So I still need 5.
77.
So I need 5s.
Yes, sir. You need 5s.
Those are 2 6s.
Ooh, 2, and those are minus 3.
Yes, 2 of them are minus 3.
Oof. Alright. 6s. Not a 6. Even if I add them together. So that is how much damage?
1 damage each.
1 damage each, which is my saving grace. Because otherwise,
He's not bracketed yet.
this guy would be in pain. No, I believe he is bracketed now. He is at his 2nd bracket. Right.
All right then. Next will be the Star Weaver.
Right.
So Star Weaver will just use his regular shuriken cannon.
Okay.
Assault 3 first.
Right. And then what are the guys inside firing at?
The guys are going to be going after him.
Dreadnought?
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm going to do first the Star Weaver first.
Everything's firing the Dreadnought, basically.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So Star Weaver, Assault 3 first, so 3's first.
Let's do this.
Got 2.
2 hits.
Still need 5s.
You need stuff to 7.
Top to 7, 6, yeah, 75s.
That's it. Let's do it.
None.
Nundy none. Right.
Next, okay. Next, I'll pistol 1, so which are 5 shots.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was it I need again? 3s?
3s, yes sir.
So 3s first. 1, 2,
3 hits.
3 hits. So 8 to your 7. I still need 5.
You need 3s. Yes, you have higher strength than I have toughness. So.
Damn.
1.
Oh my goodness. Now this is -4, right? So I don't get any armor save from this. So you just roll. 2d3 pick the highest.
Well, 2d6 pick the highest
Oh
one.
yeah, 2d3 6. Sorry.
That's 6 again.
You're gonna charge. Yeah. You're gonna charge over.
Well, that is unfortunate. Let's see if he blows up.
Yes.
Now Dreadnought has been slain with the last shot.
Does it also affect yours?
It affects everything within range of the explosion. Yes.
Okay.
Then they-
All right then.
Let's do this.
It
Ooh!
blows up.
Ooh, he blows up. All right. Now I'm gonna have to check the numbers on this, but I believe it's a 6-inch D3 mortal wounds. We'll just roll, assuming that's the case, and then if anything,
I do
we'll
have
do
a
stuff.
blow up as well.
well, no, it's different for every unit. It could be 3 inches, 1 damage, 6 inches, 1 damage. You know, same thing like that.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure yours is also 6.
Yeah, so we'll roll assuming that that's the case, and then we'll check it off camera later. If we need to make adjustments, we'll make adjustments. But for now, 6 inches is going to reach that thing, that thing, that thing, and I believe because he is still within range, I believe he's still going to reach my captain. Could you measure that real quick, please?
Of course. I think he's just out of range.
No. I was getting the bonus, so it's
Okay.
definitely in range.
Okay.
So, yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna start with my captain first because why not? 1 mortal wound. Now I think I have a rule that lets me save this on a 5+. I will check that again off camera. Once we're done with rolling. But so far my captain has taken 1 mortal wound. The chaplain is out of the range. I'll do the solitaire next. That's a 3. So 3 mortal wounds. Do you have anything that lets you ignore that or anything like that?
No, I don't think so.
No feel, no pain type things? Got it.
Like he's down to 2.
Down to 2. Space Marines?
No, his toughness.
Oh, 2. So that kills 1 of them. Which I guess is going to be whatever, this guy, the guy closest to him. Now... Finally, this thing.
Mm-hmm.
This thing has 2 wounds left, doesn't it?
Yes. And has 5 guys in there.
Okay, two hits.
Two?
That is a 2.
Yeah.
2.
And it had a little bit of suspense going on there because it was like spinning.
Again, that's the name of this one. Surprise game.
Surprise game. Right. So just enough to kill that thing.
Okay. Mine does also explode on a 6.
Let's see if it explodes.
This is 5. So
Oh, that's a 1.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate. We were hoping for a chain reaction, but it is what it is.
Now, for the guys that are inside, how...
So you're going to roll a die for each one.
So there's 5 guys.
So just roll 5 dice.
Okay.
Any ones, a model is slain of your choice.
Okay. No ones?
No one is slain, so they all pop out, right? So you're going to put them within 3 inches of the thing.
Okay.
Well, no. You put the model there, or keep the model there.
Oh, yeah.
But you're gonna put them out first, and then you know, move.
And we just hear the parkour of... if you guys know the Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, you just hear a free ride coming out.
Right. We'll put those guys out, and we'll be right back. Right. This is what it looks like after the explosions have ceased. So no more Dreadnought and no more Starweaver. But this guy had taken 1 mortal wound from the explosion. Now he has a Relic Shield, as you can see from the fancy skeleton on it. Relic Shields give you 4+, feel no pain against mortal wounds. So let's see if I can ignore this. 4+.
Yep.
It is ignored.
Yes, indeed.
So he does not take any mortal wounds. He has escaped the shrapnel. Right. Let's continue with your shooting phase. What else you got? Don't have a whole lot left, but
Oh my god.
it could make a difference.
That squad of
I'll take 2 damage.
6 left. Only one has a pistol.
A shuriken pistol. At least a pistol that's in range of my unit.
Yeah, for
Everything
12.
that hits him does
Right.
1 damage.
Because the rest of them are 6 inches, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right.
One shot. And one of your.
I know already. He's like,
Sounds good. Let's do this.
Like
Yeah.
saves and shit.
One shot, you need it on 3s.
With these. Oh, well, I haven't attacked with these.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
We'll be right back.
Only the one
Okay.
Hitting on 3s.
So 3s first. Yep.
That's a hit.
4.
Winning on 4s.
with a unit.
Strength 4, toughness 4. That is a wound.
Yep. And that's just one wound.
No AP.
Yes, sir.
3+. That is a success.
My dude.
That's the end of that one
I'm
shoot.
gonna attack your guy.
You've got that unit over there and that unit over there. How are you gonna do this? Shuriken pistols all about?
Oh, no, that thing's tanky, bro.
Yeah.
So I believe that unit has nothing but shuriken pistols, correct?
Those 3, yes.
Shuriken pistols and then the
The
troop master over there as well?
troop master has a grenade and a fusion pistol.
Ooh, okay, alright. Let's see what he can do. What are you gonna do first?
Attack to your dude.
You know, I guess I'll go. I mean, I don't think. Will they really make a difference if I decide to do the Malta?
It could.
You know what? Let's go with the Malta.
Fusion pistol it is. Let's do it.
So 2. So
Hitting on 2s?
Yes. So 2s
Well, your
first.
normal save is 3 off.
2.
That's a 2.
Uh,
Anything but a 1. Strength 8.
Your normal
6.
That is a 6. I don't get any armor save. It just burns straight through.
I'm gonna attack you for
We'll go with a 3.
Well,
And there was a 2 right there.
that is 1 dead space marine. Let's remove this guy over here because why not? And lastly, your 3 shuriken pistols.
For those 3, yes.
Hitting on 3s, winning on 4s. Let's do this.
So 3s first. Only 1.
Only 1.
Winning on 4s.
Winning on 4s.
That is a 6.
Ooh, I need a 6.
Okay, so I need to roll 3 of
That is not a 6. It's close.
Only 1 damage.
1 takes 1
He's
damage.
crippled.
He's injured.
I chipped his paint.
He's down, but he's not out. Let's do this. That is it for your shooting phase.
That is my
Do I
shooting.
get to reroll?
Charges.
Yeah.
For a CV.
The part that you wanted.
No, but
You're gonna get a fight.
Yep.
Let's do this.
So I'll start with the solitaire first.
Right.
So
Was that too
can't
much?
really fail.
You cannot fail that charge.
God damn it,
That's a
dude.
7.
That is a 7-inch
How much
charge.
damage is my thing?
And he will be
How do I
going into
roll
them.
this shit? Oh my god.
Alright.
Did we roll it or no?
Yeah, I'll take us to
You're gonna reroll one?
Yeah.
I am curious. I don't think it reaches.
What's up?
This guy from here.
Well, remember the rule
Yeah.
for the thing. We can't
Oh.
declare charges on anything over 7 inches away. So
Yeah, because that's what I was just measuring. Like, is he within the 7?
yeah, no, it's the only reason my dreadnought here didn't charge your things
Yeah.
earlier. So
Yeah, I don't think they, even with my furthest guy.
no, you're not within. You have to be outside of 9 inches. Remember
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
deep strike.
Yes,
so.
yes. So these guys they're technically already in combat. Is that correct?
They're not in combat, but
Oh,
you can
but-
charge. You cannot fail that charge.
On both.
Yeah. So I don't know if you want to roll. If you can roll if you wish.
I would like
but
to roll it just for
Just for the memes?
Oh, well, that and I want to make sure I'm going through every step.
Gotcha.
So
So which one are you doing first?
first will be Troop Master.
Troop master.
That is a 10.
That's a big charge.
And the remaining 3,
Yes, sir.
that is a 10.
That's also a 10.
Two 10s.
So they cannot fail that. You're more than welcome to just pop them in there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move him
minus
right
5,
there,
so yeah, you
and
did
these
4.
guys are just gonna scoot closer.
Okay,
Right there.
so I
Excellent.
have a 4.
Right. Let's do this.
First, I will start off with these 3.
So you can start off with the three
With
the three players.
Yes.
Right. I
So-
should bring this up at this point.
Yes.
So I have 4 command points in play.
Yes, you do.
He does it.
A wonderful stratagem that you can use is counter strike. I believe it's what it's called. Counter offensive.
Okay.
Which lets me pick a unit and fight with it.
Okay.
You're not in
So,
engagement range then.
Knowing that information that you do,
No, but I'm gonna charge them.
do you
the
wish to
charge-
continue with
The
those 3
charge
models
phase
right
is
there?
one whole thing.
Because
no?
I could spend 2 command points and interrupt the combat and fight with something that you haven't fought with.
That is true.
Decisions.
That is true.
I'm gonna engage.
Well,
You want to think about this for a bit?
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
the
think about
charge,
it,
everything-
and we'll be right back. You've made some decisions.
So
We forgot to charge this unit in there.
Yeah, let's see if they fit. Because we got 2 10s. Let's see if we can get it. As well.
Let's do this.
Okay, my bad.
That is a 4.
That is not a successful charge.
You know what? I will go ahead and spend it.
And then I need
Command point reroll?
Yep.
Let's do this.
So
I believe you need a 5 for this, which is more than enough. You got an 11. So you're going to pile them or slam them in
if you could kindly,
into that. Yes, I can.
Thank you very much.
so now the
Try to make it as easy as possible. Right. So, now having done this,
Yes. And having heard of your counter.
having considered my my comments here,
Yes.
what do you wish to start with? Choose wisely.
Well, I believe I really want to see my solitaire do his thing, so
Right.
I will consider having my solitaire go first. Actually, instead.
Okay. Solitaire it is. It would be a shame if he had died. He's only got 2 wounds left.
Yes.
Let's do
I
this.
did not take that into account. Well, then again, I don't really know that many counter stratagems that the Space Marines have.
No, it's no worries. Well, this is just one of the ones from the main rulebook.
Yeah.
This is something that everybody has access to. So you could do it if I had charged you with multiple units. You could have done a counteroffensive yourself for 2 command points
Right.
and fought, which actually would hurt a lot because you're very good at fighting. So we're starting with your solitaire. How many attacks does he have? He did blitz.
He did blitz, so his 8 attacks go to 10 attacks.
10 attacks.
7,
I assume hitting on 2s.
7, 8, 9, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, there will be 2s.
Hitting on 2s. Let's do this.
So, I will be using his kiss.
Ah, yes, he does have 2 different weapons, right?
Yes, he has a caress and a kiss.
So what does the Harlequin's kiss do?
It's a +1 to his strength.
Right?
It's AP -1, but it does D3 damage.
D3 damage. That
The caress,
could do some damage.
plus more to his strength, which is a +2, and it does more armor piercing, -2, but it's only 1 damage.
Only 1 damage. Well, at the very least, you are going to be winning me on 4s when you do hit.
Yeah.
So,
And I am looking
is gonna
towards. I'm looking towards more the D3 to make sure I could possibly have a more successful wiping them out first.
yep, you could definitely do that. There's only 3 models in the unit.
Yeah. So
Let's see how much damage you do.
So I'm gonna go with my kiss, the kiss.
Harlequin's kiss.
So 2 first.
Hitting on 2s.
There's a couple ones.
Right, there are a couple of ones.
That's everything else. So
Wounding on 4s.
7s.
Because he has strength 3 base, right?
Strength 3 base, yes, but then he gets a +1 to his strength.
So strength 4, toughness 4, 4 plus.
5.
Let's do this.
Roll 4 up, right?
Right, I see 3 so far.
Yeah.
That it?
God, dude.
3 wounds. Any extra rules for this or anything like that? Or is it just 3 wounds?
Just well, since this is the kiss, it's a -1,
Yes, sir.
and it's each of them is doing D3.
D3 damage. Let's see if I can save any of these. I need a 4. 2, 3. 3 wounds go through.
All right. So first one,
This could kill the unit.
that's 3.
That's 1 dead.
That's only 1. One's alive.
1 is alive on 1 wound, and then the last one
Is a 3.
kills him off. So there's 1 guy left here, and that's gonna be the sergeant. So you were so close. You were actually super close to killing that unit entirely. But there is one that lives.
Yes, there is.
And you still have another unit here. That's fine. But before we get to that,
Yes.
what were you gonna say? I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
I was gonna ask, but the consolidation only works with him. So
Well,
either way, he's still right there.
He is in base contact, so he wouldn't really be able to. Well, he's not really technically in base contact, but he would have to move closer to that model.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't really.
That's basically that.
So, because you have charged me with multiple units,
Yes, I have.
I will spend 2 command points to do a counteroffensive.
Go for it.
So let's do that. This is actually the first stratagem I have used this entire game. I have not used any command points.
Oh, you have not.
So, let's do this. So I'm going to activate this unit here. 4 models.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm going to split my attacks, mainly out of necessity and mainly partly out of the fact that I can't really target everything at 1 unit anyway, right? So I am going to target my sergeant with Thunderhammer into this guy right here. The other 3 models are going to go into the troop.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do my sergeant first because that is the important one. I have to make this count. If I don't kill your troop master, I'm probably boned. So he's sitting on 4s. So he has 4 attacks actually. He gets +1 for the charge. So he's hitting on 4s with 5 attacks. These are exploding 6s.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this. Oh! And he's a character, isn't he?
Yes, sir. He's a character, and I forgot to mention this also. He is my warlord as well.
Your warlord.
Yes.
Juicy, juicy.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to confirm whether or not the surgical strikes works with only range attacks or if it's in melee as well. And then we'll be rolling the attacks. Right, it is. For both. Melee and ranged. So I'm going to be hitting you on 3s. Because I get a -1 from the Thunderhammer, but a +1 from hitting a character. Let's do this. I need 3s. Alright. Right. This is an exploding 6.
Yes, sir. So you get that one back.
I get an extra one.
And then you get an extra one.
Oh, there's another 6.
Yeah, so
I didn't see that.
So you get
I'm
that.
blind. My bad.
You got him back?
I got all my attacks back.
Yes, you did.
This is going to hurt a lot. I'm so sorry for this.
It's perfectly fine.
Hopefully, as long as I don't get all of those ones that I'm seeing on my camera right now, we'll be good.
Okay.
But I'm winning you on 2s. This is strength 8
Yes, you are.
3,
with +1 to wound. So
3, and sword.
2+.
There's only
1/1. 4 wounds at -2. But it doesn't matter because you have a 4+ invulnerable save.
Now, this one, he does have luck of the Laughing God, so I could re-roll hit, wounds, and damage rolls of 1s.
Well, in this case, it wouldn't be for you because you're not doing any damage, unless unless it lets you.
I'm thinking I could save my wounds. That's why.
Oh, I got what you mean.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to. Like,
Yeah, reroll saves and
yeah,
stuff.
reroll saves. That's what I was thinking of.
No worries, no worries.
Wounds, wound. The keyword went differently in my head.
Nah,
All right.
no worries, no worries.
All right then. So I'm looking for 4s.
Looking for 4s.
That is 1 4.
That is 1 4. 3 go through. This is 4 damage each, my good sir.
Yeah.
He just took 12 damage.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he's super dead. I'm so sorry.
It's all fine.
I am so sorry.
Well, unfortunately, he didn't get to fight
Yeah,
because I would like to have done that.
which would have done the
2 more wounds.
yeah. So that would have insta-killed one of the Space Marines.
Yeah, but unfortunately, he didn't get to fight back.
3 up.
Each time this model fights, after it has fought, that's the key word,
Yeah.
which he did not fight.
He did not fight.
Oh, I can
So
reroll,
he is
right?
removed. He took 12 damage. He basically got splattered.
Yes, he did.
He got turned into a fine paste.
Well, it's almost as bad as like my hunter.
You. Well, so I'm gonna roll for the next few, right? So there's 3 other guys
Which one are you taking?
in this unit, and they're all targeting the troop.
The little squad.
So each one gets 3 attacks,
Yes, sir.
Okay. And
+1
range,
for being charged,
the power sword has strength
and
5.
+1 for chain swords. So each one is gonna get 5 attacks.
Yep.
Let's bring these dice out. Bring out your dead.
So just roll him up.
Again, exploding 6s. I'm not getting the +1 to one, hit and wound here, but exploding 6s, hitting on 3s. So drop dice don't count. Drop dice don't count. Everything fell out.
Yeah, I saw that. Drop dice. Drop dice.
Here we go. 3+. That is quite a few 6s. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 6s. So 5 6s so far. How many misses did I get? 1, 2, 3. So only 3 misses.
But you do get 3 of them back.
So that 3 of them back,
And then 2 additional.
and then another 2 extra hits.
Yes, sir.
One. No.
Let's do this. Whirlwind of Rage coming in clutch. Now,
Attack with the sword bearing.
here we go. I need 3. Strength 4, toughness 3.
So I need 3 up.
Right. So this one's gone. This one's gone. Wow.
Oh, God.
That's 12, isn't it?
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Oh, 15, I didn't see that. So
15 wounds.
So 15 exactly.
At -1. Doesn't matter because you have a 4+ invulnerable save.
I need to save all of them.
You need to save pretty much. You need to save at least like 13 of these.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a pretty good roll though. That was a really good roll. That was a really, 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 really good roll, by the way. How many did you save?
5 attacks.
Oh, so close. No. Even if you spend a command point, because you only have 3 models left.
Yep.
That was a spectacular roll. Holy shit. Damn. Okay.
Because I need to save.
You would need to have saved 2 more.
Yeah.
Now, I am willing to let you spend more than one, because we're playing with open war cards, right? This is a narrative pack, right?
Yeah.
I am willing to let you spend 2 command points to make 2 rerolls, if you wish.
I did give you the first one about your Chaplin doing the first one.
Yeah, for the Fisher.
I would take your generosity.
Have at it. So you're spending 2 command points. How many command points do you have left? 1?
None.
You have none.
None anymore after this.
Right.
He's attacking the back.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
Nothing.
Not even.
Have you saved both of these? It would have actually.
It would have been.
You would have had 1 unit left.
Yep. Oh well.
Oh my goodness, that was a really good roll though. That was spectacular.
I have never seen that before.
I haven't seen that in so long. That's crazy.
Again, that is for sure. Surprise game.
This is a surprise game. This game is full of surprises. Wow. Okay. Well, now I mean, this guy's gonna die. There's no getting around it. That guy's gonna die. You're more than welcome to roll for him if you want to see some spectacular dice. I am also equally willing to just remove him for your sake if you wish.
I would like to do the rolls.
You'd like to do the rolls? Let's do this.
So 5 guys, 4 attacks each.
That is a lot of attacks each.
That's 20.
So 20 attacks, hitting on 3s. And these are, what's the strength on these?
These guys.
Harlequins Kiss?
Harlequins Blade.
Blade, what does that do?
Basically, it's just their normal strength.
Okay.
1 damage, no AP.
So it's a close combat weapon.
Yes,
Got
it's
it. Okay.
pretty much close.
Right. So, alright, at least you got 1 me on 5s, but I don't think he's going to last that long.
I mean, you never know. Again, you never know.
Sincerely doubt it.
I mean, you saw me roll, what was it?
You rolled a lot of 4+. Holy crap.
I missed 4, 15. I rolled 10.
That's crazy. No, you rolled, it was 15, so you rolled 11.
Rolled 11, yeah.
Yeah. Had you rolled 1 more,
Yeah.
that would have been something. 1 more.
12, 16. Winning. So 20 attacks.
Right. That looks more imposing when you put it like that. I don't like the sign of that. I don't like the look of that. Let's do this.
So I need 3s first.
Hitting on 3s. Let's try this. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, no, he's super dead. He's super dead.
And so then it's gonna be like those guys, those guys. But then if this wins, like,
So
Wounding me on 5s.
So 5s.
Wounding me on 5s. Right. What are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
5.
5. Okay. 5 wounds. I actually could do that.
No AP.
No AP.
I'm about to go their command phase.
3+.
yeah, he was barely started.
He lives on 1 wound left. The sergeant lives on 1 wound left.
You see? You see?
Okay. Well, you should have taken the off right.
I know, but no, I know I'm going through this
Oh
process.
my goodness. All right. So he has 1 wound left. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see now.
That's it for your fighters, isn't it?
That's all my fighting. My solitaire got to do his thing. I've been wanting to do that for the longest time.
Which means I get to fight back. And unfortunately, I can't fight the... Well, you can consolidate if you wish. I don't know if you want to consolidate into the cover or not.
Yes, I will.
You would? Okay.
Yes.
That way, when you remove it,
The reason I ask is because being where you are right now, I can't target your unit.
points wise though,
I'm probably going to target your solitaire anyway,
Yeah.
Because he's weak. I smell blood. And I am sharks, space sharks.
Yes.
Card on smell blood. Let's do this. So I'll move this guy here, this guy with the floppy sword. But yeah, I am gonna attack or fight back with the sergeant on your solitaire.
You had 10, right?
So sergeant has 3 attack space.
Yes, sir.
You charged him,
Yes, it is. 3 to 4.
and he has chainsword. He's got 5 attacks. Solitaire is a character, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Ooh.
And the funny enough about him, he can never have a warlock trait. He can never have it.
I've got a couple characters like that they're like that.
I was a little sad that when I read that, I was like, no, I see why.
He's already really good.
Yeah, I already see why.
He's
I'm
already
like,
really
all right,
good.
fair
I mean,
enough.
he killed most of the unit by himself, so... Alright, so I am targeting your character solitaire.
He just killed the unit.
So I'm hitting on 2s. This is actually pretty interesting. Hitting on 2s.
Yeah.
so that means you score.
Right, there is a 1 in there. Now,
But he just killed one.
I think because of the way that you killed everybody, he's not in range of the captain, so he's not going to get a reroll on this one. But he still gets 4 hits, which actually is good. I made a difference with the 2 here.
Yeah.
Normally I'd be winning you on 3s. I know I need 2s, but you have a 3+ invulnerable, don't you?
Yes.
Alright. I need 2 of these to get through at least.
That's all of them.
Everything. So that's 4 wounds. This actually made a huge difference because I got 2 2s here. So 4 saves on a 3+. You need to make at least 3 of these.
Wow.
He saves 2.
And I lose 2.
Ooh.
That's actually on the dark.
You don't have any more command points, do you? You sure you didn't get one last turn or this turn?
That's why I only have 1 left from one of the turns I got. And
Right.
I came back, it was at 2.
Okay. For some reason I had it in my head that you had another command point, but
No.
gotcha. Okay.
You got to do the main thing I wanted them to do.
They damn near slaughtered the whole unit. Well, I'm gonna have to roll for morale here because they did lose some models, which I'm actually gonna do now for you. So he has lost this turn anyway. Because what? So there was 4 at the start of this turn, right? Yes. So it was 4 at the start of this turn. You lost 3. I need to not roll a 6.
I'm pretty sure you're going to get it.
Please don't roll a 6.
That's a 1.
All right, that's a 1. So a 1 is always a success. So he's insanely brave, which is great because if it rolls a 6, yeah. So that's actually pretty big. That's huge because now, well, your objective secured, so you control this objective, but you don't have a unit here. Like if this unit dies, I could still contest this objective or control this objective. So we're looking at some interesting stuff. Right, end of the round. You control this objective here. You control this objective here. And you control this objective here. So you are going to get 1 point for that. Now, unfortunately, you lost more models than I did. So that means I'm going to get a point for that one. So right now the score is 2-1. 2-1 in favor of me. But we're about to go to turn 3. And I think things are going to be a little bit interesting.
This turn 2 was pretty low.
That was, as you said, surprise. Surprise.
As ever since the start. The start was all surprise.
So let's check our time limit here. Make sure that we're still good for time. And then we'll move on to Space Marines turn 3. Right. We would normally have gone to turn 3, but unfortunately, our time for tonight is done. So,
But overall, I think I did a lot better in this game than I did in my other 4 games.
that's the big thing, learning. You learn things, you learn how things happen, you learn how things work. Now, we can talk over the rest of the game, right? And see what would have possibly happened.
Yeah.
So, being my turn 3, I would have basically pulled this guy out of combat.
Yeah.
Now, do you have anything that will prevent me from pulling out of combat?
No, I do not.
You do not. Right.
I do not. Mine is more like, again, all they focus on swarming in, and then once they done their thing is full back. So
Glass cannon.
Yeah, the glass cannon. So that's why each infantry unit is only 1 damage. Is only 1 damage.
Gotcha. So, what I would have done, pulled this guy out of combat, and then I have this here, which are actually really good in combat. This right here, with Stalker bolt rifles, aiming at these 2 right here. And I still have a brand new unit, basically complete new unit of Space Marines here.
Yep. And a fresh one right there.
Perfectly good target right there.
Yep.
So, things were not looking too hot for you. The only realistic thing that might have survived would maybe be this character in here because I wasn't really going to target him with anything.
Yeah.
And maybe the bikes, but the bikes also had that unit of heavy intercessors right there.
Yeah.
And each one of these does 2 damage.
Yeah.
It's looking real rough for you. Losing your unit over there was pretty important. Losing the solitaire right here
kind of was a big one, but like the fact
and losing
11 saves were made on him. 11 saves.
That is crazy. That is crazy. So, yeah, I think I mean, at the end of the turn, I'm still in control, or still winning the game. Realistically, it would have been difficult for you to come back with the number of models you would have had left.
Yeah.
But it was still a very, very exciting game. It was a very fun game.
Very fun game indeed, Ross.
It was good. Thank you for playing. But what did you think? What did you think of the game? What did you think of the open war cards? What did you think of my army? What did you think of your army?
Perfect. Honestly, the open world, it felt more like, as you said, narrative and stuff. And it gave me a sense of like, I could actually see like everyone's having a difficult time trying to get through.
Yeah.
So I really did have fun with it. I did like this one a lot because the book, it's set up on one thing. Well, you have to do like multiples.
It's very competitive.
That part I'm still kind of trying to get more. But like I said, I would like to get my army more bigger.
Yeah.
And get more models for them.
Oh, you've got a beautifully painted army so far, so.
Again, thanks to a movie.
Yeah.
And I still
Shout out.
I still want to get more into them on how they are, as they are, so that way I could be ready for the bigger and larger games with the book and stuff.
Sounds good. What'd you think of
These Space Marines? I always knew they're tough, but they're still awesome. I still like them.
Space Marines are tough. And now the twist for our mission did make it a little interesting.
Oh yes, it did.
Because I had a close combat, a heavy army, and close combat was not.
Close combat was not really a thing.
Yeah.
Even though these guys are glass cannon, they're meant to swarm in. But
Yeah.
that was pretty interesting twist.
It was interesting. It was interesting. There was a lot of damage on either side. I lost my Dreadnought, lost my Storm Speeder, lost a couple of Space Marines here and there. But yeah, and my thoughts for your army is fast. I think what really saved me was not being able to advance, because you being able to advance and charge would have been really big.
Oh yeah.
I mean, granted, you could look at it the other way as you come closer to me and I'm better in close combat, but you know.
Yeah, and I was seeing that they can if I were to advance them, they do get the 6 regardless of a roll.
For the bikes, right?
No. For the bikes, yes.
For the bikes, yes.
The bikes, yes.
For sure. And the other vehicles, I assume, as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So that would have been pretty good. A lot of movement there, a lot of advancing. Luckily, you guys are fast normally, so they didn't really feel it as much.
Yeah.
Because you move a lot more than I do, 8 to 6. So. But yeah, thank you for the game.
No, thank you for the game as well.
I'm glad you had fun. We can start using these cards more often. Just to have a little bit more narrative games, you know, with some of our future games, and yeah, we'll, if you guys want any more games, let me know. We'll be more than happy to have some games here at the store, and we'll see you out there.